Twitter Spaces really quick because earlier Dungeon Master Ranking was made up to show us that there was
Twitter Spaces is having the runs. Still remember that Big and Rich song all about National Help a Horse Day. Help a horse, ride a cow. No, that was save a horse. Well, you could, by saving a horse, you're probably helping horses. Autobahn. Yikes.
Okay.
Okay.
Take a horse on the Autobahn. See what happens then.
How much horsepower your car got?
That'd be terrible.
Got one. One horsepower.
Yes.
I guess
fondue.
I guess I only think of fondue now because that silly, like, chocolate river that one buffet was a Golden Corral came out with.
Oh yeah.
And so I only think of like fondue or like chocolate river as something that's in motion, but technically fondue is like a big vat of cheese. So
Yeah, fondue isn't like moving generally.
Like a cauldron of cheese.
Yeah.
cauldron of cheese.
Ready for the evolution?
Oh gosh.
I'm in the car.
Oh gosh.
My head's poking out of the top. That's
Yeah, it is.
boop there.
There you go. That's much better.
Gaming Morning Show.
Tell your friends, tell your mom, Gaming Morning Show is on.
Wait,
Austin, your mom is here?
No.
Why did I look over where Bob is?
Austin, your mom is here?
Is she over there?
I sure hope not.
Is she in the box?
Whoa.
I haven't seen her in like 2 days.
Get out of here, Beelin. I just got the new marble tile installed and you'll mess up the grout. Besides, like our friend Oh Guitar Boy said,
Sorry, KK.
it's time for the clinically acclaimed Gaming Morning Show. Or should I say, award-winning.
And we have a clip of the year, friends. It is the Lost City of D live.
Glad we won.
Woo! Burp, burp, burp.
Kiki Low is in search of something.
I need a D that works.
There's the D. Searching in the universe because the D is currently broken.
Gaming Morning Show won clip of the year.
Oh my gosh.
But don't you dare expect to put that Chris Emmy Memorial Clip of the Year trophy in this
I
box.
probably should have prepared something more special.
I'm getting the walls repainted soon. Now where to put the chandelier or the bearskin rug? Oh, and the piano, can't forget that.
Maybe there is somebody in the world that can help her. Maybe somebody who sings a song.
6 to 9 a.m. Pacific. If you wanna get specific, I couldn't imagine any other place to go than to start the day with the Gaming Morning Show.
Morning, gamer. Welcome in. It's Gaming Morning Show, and it is Wednesday, April 27th, 2022. This is the Weekend of the Week edition of your favorite morning radio show that plays games, and it goes on for 3 hours until the very end at 9 a.m. Pacific time. Look, it's Maiko on the left side of your screen. That is Sports.Gaming. I am Hefty Goof, and we are so thankful that you are along with us. We have Gaming Morning Show, morning gaming news coming up in about 15 minutes from now, and then we'll do birthdays this day in gaming history coming up at 6:50 a.m. Pacific time today. So very excited for you to be along for the ride. If you are on Facebook Gaming or YouTube, the thumbs up button, always appreciated. We'll also see what Look It's Maiko is tracking at this hour. It has to do with a graduation at the University of Minnesota. Wow, that seems so mundane, but just wait for the twist.
So twisty.
It's like those Twizzlers that you used to get, but they were all like braided.
See, I prefer the pull and peel ones personally.
That's the ones
I
I'm
was a
talking
big
about. Yeah,
fan
the
of
cherry
those.
ones.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. They were the best.
Because they were all spinny.
Those. Yeah. And Scott Chip made a comment about candy and laxatives. Yeah, those. If you eat too many of those, you're gonna be just cleaning you out pretty good on there. You gotta be careful.
Gross. Yeah, we had our earliest poop mention ever in Gaming Morning Show history. If you're here before the show starts, we're in a pre-show on Twitch and Twitter. That's a just chatting segment. Mike and I were in there together, and Scott Chick brought up the laxative effects of gummies.
I should put a section in the Temple of the Six for the poop mention wing. Throw Scott Chick in there at negative 8.
It was pretty impressive. Pretty impressive how quickly it came up. I don't think I have experienced that problem, but I honestly don't know.
Yeah. It's not pleasant.
I'll take your word for it. Don't think I want to experience it. Sounds kind of rough.
You don't. Okay. You really don't.
It is good to see the element of one this morning. I am JF Downs. I Good Apollo, Scott Chick 360, K-Laugh, Kate Zaid, and everybody else, including the folks who showed up for the pre-show crew that starts at 5:40-ish every weekday morning. So you can jump on Twitch and Twitter. We're also broadcasting this morning on Twitter Spaces.
First,
we were asking in the pre-show, too, sink drips, do they bother you? It sounds like Mike and I are immune from those. Sean, like if you hear a sink dripping from like another room or something, does it start to irritate you, or any other like noises of that ilk that get to you? Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
Some great input there. Yep.
Yeah, that's true.
Wow.
Mike, you're muted.
No, I'm not.
It's Sean, Bob. I'm sorry that he comes at you like that, Mike.
Yeah, I don't appreciate that, Bob.
Mike, unmute your microphone.
Okay.
Jeez, Mike muted my microphone.
I think I can. Yeah, I can totally. I can move you too, but I won't do that.
Please don't. I mean, you noticed the chaos that y'all had yesterday, right?
What?
Yeah.
What are you talking about? The show went off without a hitch. I don't know what you're speaking of.
But most people didn't even realize you left.
No, they were like, Ryan's just really quiet. We're like, yep, he's just sitting there quietly.
Bob gave me the permanent mic yesterday, or the permanent mute yesterday. Drew Mega is here. Good morning to you. Thank you for being here. Today is National Gummy Bear Day. We're asking you, what's your favorite gummy, whatever? Because it doesn't have to be a gummy bear per se, but like, do you have a preferable gummy over other type things?
I think my favorite is gummy bear.
There's a certain kind of gummy that I really enjoy.
That could be an answer.
That's not the answer though. I really like cinnamon bears. Have you ever had cinnamon bears? They're like the big. They're like this big. They're gummy bears, but they're cinnamony and they're really good.
Those are good. I really liked. I haven't had them in a long time, but there was this candy store at the mall when I was in like high school, and you know those Jones sodas.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Jones Soda had a flavor called Foo Berry. This candy store had Foo Berry cola gummies, and they were delicious. I haven't seen them in decades. I haven't looked very hard for them, but I haven't seen them in decades. That candy store went away, and I've just never tried to find them anywhere else. But
gotcha.
Those were pretty tasty. But outside of that, I think gummy bears are my favorite gummy.
I've scoured the ends of the earth to try to find those gummies. Oh, no, sorry. I just checked one time in the last 20 years. Just cannot find them for the life of me. You introduced me to those, like, gummy Coke bottles.
Oh, yeah. Those are pretty good, too.
That might have been last year for National Gummy Bear Day, to be honest. I hadn't had them. They were delicious.
They're quite good.
The cinnamon thing, Mike, every time you bring up cinnamon, my mouth starts to water. It's the same with, like, cinnamon gum. My mom used to always have cinnamon Trident gum.
Yeah.
Every time, like, I'd be like, I'm going to have a piece of Trident gum. I'd grab it out of the package, and the moment, like, I made contact with it, my mouth would start to water.
Like a good water or like I'm going to vomit water?
No, the former. Like, it's not like
Okay.
I feel sick, but I just, for some reason, cinnamon-flavored things make my mouth water. I don't know why. It's okay. I learned out yesterday that apparently Sean has a thing where if he eats a banana, his face goes tingly or something.
Oh yeah, I'm slightly allergic to bananas.
Can you do that on stream? I kind of want to see.
Sure. It's not very exciting to watch.
Oh. You don't have like weird reactions where you're just
No,
like...
it's not very strong. Yeah, there will be one time I eat a banana and just go into full like anaphylactic shock. But I'm gonna keep rolling those dice.
Make sure it's on stream, for content.
Oh boy.
Drew Mega said, well, Mike, almost 20 games into the season and both our teams are looking good. We'll have sports coming up at 7:50 a.m. this morning. Element of One did say, I enjoy gummy worms. Also, new Skittles gummies are good too. Sean and I had those. They were fun.
They're pretty good.
Today is also World Stationery Day, Morse Code Day, National Tell a Story Day, Stop Food Waste Day. Sounds like a command. Stop it. Stop food waste. Damn it. Make it happen. World Tapir Day? Tapir?
Tapioca.
No, it's missing some letters for that.
I think it's tapioca.
Tapir.
Taper. It's a taper.
It is
It's an
National...
animal.
Nope, it is World Taper Day.
World Taper Day.
Thank
It's a,
Oh, oh yeah.
it's like a
I think I
pig
looked these up
anteater
about a year
thing.
ago.
Time is a circle.
It's like they look like pigs that are in the middle of morphing into an anteater.
Yeah, they got stuck. And they're like, oh crap, not again.
Do you remember those Animorph books? And it was a picture of a kid morphing into an animal, but there were all of these like in between pictures. This is one of those in between pictures.
They're pretty cute though.
They're pretty cute.
Today is National Babe Ruth Day. Probably about the candy bar. I'm sure it could be about anything else.
Baby Ruth?
National Devil Dog Day, which I also think is a dessert, right?
Sure.
National Prime Rib Day. Prime Rib is good. And International Guide Dog Day. So you could have your international guide dog take you, out, and you could have a national devil dog along the way.
Nice.
Theoretically.
Don't give it to your dog, because then it'll die.
Yeah, don't do that. Drew Mega said Jones Soda rocks, and Kalaf tried to find you those carbonated candy things, but it looks like those are hard candy, right?
He tried.
Yeah. Yeah, they were definitely gummies, and I don't know. It was kind of a neat candy store because they had a bunch of stuff that like that I've never seen anywhere else. So I don't know if anyone else makes them. But I'll have to go find some candy stores.
Do they
To go
even
search them all.
exist anymore?
I know there's a big candy store out at the coast. So there's one at least.
That's good.
Those are like the candy stores are like the places that have like the big containers, right? And then you would grab little bags and you could get what you wanted.
Yeah.
Those were pretty cool.
Yeah, I'd go there and I'd always get a small bag full of the Fufu Berry gummies, and then I'd get a bag of those teeny tiny Jawbreakers, and I was set.
Like, that was a good day. When you go to the arcade and on your way you go to the candy store, you were set. You could spend all day in the mall.
Yeah, you're good. We should recreate that. We'd feel terrible by the end of the day.
See, you think that. You really do think that I would feel bad, but I still think I could eat a whole couple bags of candy and be fine.
I feel great that day. It would be the next day while I'm sitting on the toilet where I wouldn't feel so great. Maybe I shouldn't have done that.
Mike, Scott Chick told you about the laxative properties of gummies. What were you doing?
Well, I tried to. I've cut my sugar intake exponentially in the last year, and so if I can tell, and so can Megan, if I have like a bunch of soda or candy or whatnot, like A, my farts smell awful, and B, I spend a lot of time on the toilet, and yeah, I can't do what I used to. Like I'm old, you know. It's kind of like drinking, right? Like if I have a very excited evening, the next day is like turns into like 3 days, and you're like, ugh, I still feel terrible. Whereas before, like I could get like a half hour of sleep and be like set, you know, like let's do it again. Now I'm like I need to sleep for 47 hours.
Last night was a long 3 days. I appreciate because radio is a medium for theater of the mind where you can really immerse people in what you're describing. And when you said the thing about the scent of what happens after a long day of sugar,
Yeah,
thanks, Mike.
it's real bad. It smells like eggs, eggs and like sour eggs, you know, eggs that have been in the sun for a very long time.
Like Sour Patch Kid eggs. Gross.
Sour Patch Kids have eggs?
No, I hope they do now.
Yeah.
They weren't terribly they weren't terribly popular, so they took them off the menu.
It's fair.
Oh, it's so gross. Vivid, but gross.
It's great. So I applied yesterday for a bunch of podcast producer jobs, and in it I said like I enjoy storytelling and I think I do pretty good at telling them. I'm gonna clip this and just send it to them and be like, here's a follow up. Don't you like? It's just you feel like you're there.
Yeah.
Just take a deep breath.
Whether you want to feel like you're there or not.
You remember how like Wonka made the smell-o-vision or whatever? Like, yeah,
Oh, man.
it's the same kind of concept. We're here for it. If you need a reference, just let them know. I'm happy to do that because I can clearly tell them that I smelled exactly what you're describing. So,
Can you describe how Mike does with storytelling? Well, he's very, very vivid. Can you provide a specific example? Actually, I can. Would you like to hear it yourself?
it's so gross. Calaf has found Sour Patch Kids making Easter eggs. I hope they don't smell like what we just described, Calaf. Plus,
They make bunnies too.
the Sour Patch Kids have that tagline where it's like start sweet, end sour or something, and that, oof.
That's accurate.
Yep.
Sure-
Never been
sure
more
enough.
true than right now. Not good. Not good. According to National Day Calendar, apparently there's a reason that the Haribo company that makes the gold packaged gummy bears, Haribo, Halibu,
Sure. Malibu.
yeah, Malibu rum gummy bears. Wait.
That would be pretty quality
Yes.
right there.
Pause. That would be amazing. That could combine both vices there, Mike, and then you could have 3 long days and a good amount of time on the toilet. But apparently that's named after the founder of the company. The National Day Calendar said it was founded by Haribo or Haribo or whatever it's called. Because the person who made the company, Hans Regal Bonn, it's its first 2 letters of each of those 3 names. Which I did not know. Those are the best gummy bears, though.
Oh yeah, they are the gummy bear flavor. Everyone else is just trying to recreate it unsuccessfully.
You know what I do appreciate, though? Peach rings. Those things are good.
See,
Really?
yeah.
because they tried to make
I'm behind the monster. That's weird.
they tried to make watermelon rings, and those things were not nearly as good. Or just melon.
They make
rings.
watermelon wedges.
Yes, and those are like the Sour Patch watermelons. Those things are
Yeah.
tight.
I really, really like peaches. However, for whatever reason, I can't get behind the peach. Like, the peach rings just don't taste good to me.
Yeah, I used to get those all the time when we would do lunch, like in high school. We would go to the grocery store, and we would get these sandwiches that the deli made, and then we'd always get the 2-for-1 candies that were like next door.
2-for-1 candies, huh?
Yeah, and they were like the peach rings were in these, like in this aisle, and you could get 2-for-1. Yeah, 2-for-1 like gummy worms and gummy bears and peach rings. It was a deal. They were like these little plastic packages with like this cardboard top, and it was just like stapled. I'm sure there's like
the price was printed on that cardboard itself.
Yes.
Like they could never change the price. These are manufactured to be 2-for-1.
Damn right. They were my lunch. It's great. I mean, listen, high school lunch was a different experience. It was like, okay, I'm gonna have a full-blown foot-long sub, 13 packs of candy, and a Mountain Dew. And get right back on the horse. Dungeon Master KJ is here this morning. So is Digital Doc Games. Good to see both of you. First hour crew doesn't work. Tried FHC. Yeah, it's 1HC, and if you're here in the 8 o'clock hour, you can do the FHC. It was great to see everybody. Thank you for being here, though.
Hello, FHC.
If you haven't already, please go to our YouTube page. Thank you to our latest subscriber, Trish, who went to youtube.com and clicked the subscribe button, because out now, the first 4 episodes of Banjo-Kazooie, YouTube exclusive from GMS Plays. Where are we at in the story?
We just finished. We've been doing 1 level per episode, so we just finished level 4, which is Bubble Gloop Swamp, which is a good one. We get transformed into a little alligator. We're over halfway done with the levels themselves, because there's 9 of them. Well, I guess I'm halfway done. We're about halfway done with what you've seen. And we're getting ready to go into there's back-to-back levels that are inherently tied together, because you need one of the moves from the first level to beat the second level, and you need the move from the second level to beat the first level. So you have to do them together in some way. And so, yeah. Well, it's pretty good.
Banjo is worthless. This we know. Kazooie is the one who does all the work. The other person who is important is Bear. Open the window. Let out your twerk.
His what?
Work rhymes with twerk. So if you look closely when the curtain opens here, Bear is given a little bit of a butt pump.
Sorry?
I think that might be the worst way to describe a twerk in the history of ever.
Yeah, no, that's real
Can we
bad.
just delete that phrase from the rest of life? I never want to say that or hear that again.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good old butt pumping Bear.
You don't gotta say it again.
I did, didn't I?
You sure did.
Said it twice. Oof.
Where's your shirt, Bear?
Let's get the news. Let's find out the video game headlines of the day. Here's hashtag video game expert Sean.
Good morning. Wait, hold on. We have a new studio to go to. There we go. It is Wednesday, April 27th, 2022, and this is your gaming morning show, Morning Gaming News. We got some PlayStation news here. We have PlayStation has created a game preservation team. This is from Ryan Dinsdale of IGN. PlayStation has created its own team focusing on game preservation, revealed by the new employees' Twitter and LinkedIn posts. The division will focus on preserving PlayStation IPs to ensure our industry's history isn't forgotten. Garrett Frehley said in his new role on Senior Build Engineer is one of PlayStation's initial hires for the newly created preservation team. He said in a tweet, "Today's my first day as a Senior Build Engineer at PlayStation, working as one of their initial hires for the newly created preservation team. Game preservation was my first career passion, so I'm ecstatic that I get to go back to these roots." So this is an important topic in gaming, just because game preservation isn't. I mean, back in the day, everything was on a cart, but now everything's digital, and those can go away at some point. The old physical media cannot work anymore. Like if you've ever tried to pull out an NES, there's mixed success in terms of whether or not that goes smoothly or not. So game preservation is definitely a thing as this industry is getting old enough to where some of the classics are at risk of being lost. So I think stuff like this is cool to see, especially in a company like PlayStation where they're thinking ahead of not losing their games.
Because I mean, even if you look at some of the older systems, I mean, you can't play them on modern TVs because they don't. Their boys and girls don't mix because they're different.
Yep, they don't work.
No.
Or you get stuff like Duck Hunt, where the technology of the light gun doesn't work with the technology of the TV because it's built into having that refresh rate and stuff, and so
It'll turn off other random things in your house.
it'll activate Alexa to buy paper towels.
Nobody wants.
Alexa, buy paper towels.
Nobody wants that.
Alexa, cancel.
Everyone likes it.
We have enough toilet paper.
It's paper towels, Bob.
Jeez, Bob. Get on our level, jeez. In our next news story day, speaking of game preservation, Sega is delisting classic Sonic games from digital stores ahead of Sonic Origins launch. This is from Marcus Stewart of Game Informer. Sega has announced plans to delist the digital versions of the classic Sonic games that will be included in its upcoming Sonic Origins collection. This includes Sonic the Hedgehog 1, 2, 3, and Knuckles, and CD. They'll all be removed from online storefronts on May 20th, a little over a month before the June 30th launch of Sonic Origins. There will be two exceptions. The Sonic Ages version of Sonic 1 and 2 for Switch will remain playable, and the same immunity applies to Sonic 2 on the Sega Genesis library for the Nintendo Switch Online Expansion Pack. Sega hasn't come out and specifically said their reasoning for this, but it's obvious it's because the games are in Sonic Origin and they want you to buy that.
There's no way you can tell that for sure.
Not an arms race.
Seems very plausible, but you never know. Maybe maybe they already had that programmed.
Mm-hmm.
And then
they said in response, they said, we don't have a specific reason for delisting these games. By the way, Sonic Origins comes out in about a month and a half, and it'll be $39.99.
They didn't say that.
Not an arms race. And everyone was like, what do you mean it's not an arms race?
Sorry, we just have as a standby line. No.
it's our auto end of our email message. I'm sorry, not an arms race.
I'm scrolling. You have the next stories from Polygon, so I'm scrolling their Twitter feed, and there's one for Sonic says as punishment for their perversion. Sega will delist the classic Sonic games on most digital platforms, forcing Sonic fans to buy the Sonic Origin collection in June. Where is your god now?
That's so perverse.
Is that what that says? Pervef? Perversion.
No, it's the word. It's just a very weird way to describe it.
Where is your god?
Someone was really tired when they wrote that story. In our last news story of the day, Fortnite is to hit 7.7 billion players, and we have a couple new characters joining the game, namely Sakura and Blanca from Street Fighter. Sakura's being added with two different skins, one with her original like school outfit, and then a gym outfit, both featured in Street Fighter 4. And then Blanca has his traditional shorts and no shirt look, or you can play as Blanca wearing a suit, because that's cool.
Business Blanca.
It looks pretty cool. He's all cleaned up in a suit. It's pretty. I like it. This is hitting Fortnite on April 28th, so tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern time, and in the game's item shop. So you can check this out. And always last, but never least, we finish off today's Gaming Morning Show morning gaming news with the world-renowned segment within a segment where we take a look at what is out today, like Abyss, Memory, Fallen Angel, and the Path of Magic. Can someone please get that game some punctuation? Out on Switch. Roman's Age of Caesar is out on PC. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe is out on PC, Mac, Linux, Switch, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X, and I'm assuming Xbox Series S. The Stanley Parable is a game definitely worth playing. If you haven't played it, buy it and play it. Just don't look up anything about it. Just play it. Just go get it.
Oh,
Play it.
play it.
Ultra Age is out on PC, and Vampire the Masquerade Blood Hunt is out on PC and PlayStation 5. Oh, there we go. And for the most prestigious award in video game focused morning shows, your favorite segment within a segment within a segment, today's name of the morning goes to The Sorrow Virus, a faceless short story.
Wow, why is it so faceless?
I don't know.
How could you be so faceless? Whoa.
Maybe it's the sore row virus.
Oh. Okay. Kevin Sorbo virus.
The sore row
row.
virus.
Devin.
I don't know about that one. You like that one over Vampire the Masquerade Blood Hunt?
Oh, I know too much about Vampire Masquerade. That's a popular series, and I was listening to a podcast and they were talking about this specific game, so it got DQ'd.
Abyss, Memory, Fallen Angel, and the Path of Magic.
And that one was going to be, but their store page and their Twitter page, it's all in Japanese. So I wanted to link to someone, and it's like, well, I don't speak Japanese. So,
You hit the translate button.
yeah.
Yeah.
Next time, we'll do that. The name of the month is the thing that we do. And if you're a Patreon subscriber, you get double entries into our name of the month giveaway. It's one of the things that we do. If you would like to become a Patreon subscriber, like upwards of 30 of you have, please go to patreon.com/gamingmorningshow. There's an Adopt Bob tier. When you go there, you can adopt our friend Bob. He lives in a box to my left.
Who's Bob?
And apparently, according to Scott Chick, wipes with paper towels. So they're more multi-purpose. When you're in a box, okay, and you have lots of things to take care of in there, the paper towels are just more versatile. So
I feel as if it would be better to use tissues though, because you can get like the soft ones. Paper towel, I mean, they're absorbent, but that's only helpful after, a sugar bender. It's not great for like normal prune poops,
a sugar bender. What are all these wrappers around me? I don't know what happened.
Just laying on the ground covered in like Twix wrappers and like gummy bears and Twizzlers hanging out your mouth. Like, oh, Mike, what did I tell you? I'm so sorry.
Peanut taste.
I said I'd never do it again.
You can find out more. Maybe get Bob some face tissue or whatever, Kleenex. It's at patreon.com/gamingmorningshow.
Won't you adopt me?
6:38 now, West Coast time, 9:38 out east. Digital Doc Games goes, it's Digital Doc who said Bob wipes with paper towel, not Scott Chick. Digital Doc also says, wait, 7.7 billion players? That's more than the world's population.
I think the person writing the story was saying that everyone in the world's going to be playing the game because Wonka's in a suit. It wasn't clear.
I was gonna say like maybe they meant accounts created, but people would have double accounts, which is I guess possible. Everyone was making Smurf accounts and all that stuff, so who knows? Quiet Night Gaming is here. It's good to see you. Dungeon Master KJ says Stanley Parable is so good.
It is amazing. Everyone should play that game. It's been a while since I've played it. It's a game that's definitely there's something special about experiencing it when you don't know what's going to happen, and I don't think it's been long enough to replay it and be like re-surprised by things. But this new edition, I might have to check it out.
All right, well, there you go. If you missed any of it, you can find it on our Twitter at WatchGMS. 6:39 now, West Coast time. Today's topic of the day, if you haven't already, let us know what your favorite gummy whatever is, because today is National Gummy Bear Day. Also, Anthony Rizzo has hit 8 home runs, and apparently the Mets are really, really good. We'll have sports coming up in just about an hour from now. And birthdays in 10 minutes, because Lizzo and Patrick Stump are celebrating birthdays. We'll have that coming up. Right now, it's time to see what Look It's Maiko is tracking at this hour.
I don't have a fancy new studio, so we'll just have to go to one of these other ones. If I can find the elevator. Where is it? Where's the elevator? Okay, that's fine.
What's your elevator?
All right.
Like a razor.
It's great for trimming. Usually college graduations aren't that big of a deal, right? It's just cool. I mean, it's cool you graduate from college. Now, imagine this for a moment. A 13-year-old Minnesota boy is set to graduate with a bachelor's degree from the University of Minnesota in May, and he's planning to get his doctorate. Elliot Tanner of St. Louis Park is scheduled to graduate in May from the University of Minnesota with a major in physics and a minor in math. Tanner said the next step in his education will be the school's doctoral physics program. Isn't he missing a step in there? Whatever. The boy's mother, Michelle Tanner. Is she one of the Full House twins? Said he taught himself to read at an age when most kids are still figuring out how to tie their shoes. He had started reading when he was maybe 2, just 3. We said, "Oh, well, that's interesting. You're reading. We didn't teach you to read," she told KSTP-TV. Tanner started reading college-level textbooks at the age of 9, and 2 years later, he graduated from Normandale Community College with an Associate of Science degree. It's amazing. It's sort of been a crazy ride getting here, but it's just been such a nice experience, Tanner said. He said he is hoping to earn his doctorate and give back to the university. "I'm hoping to become a professor at the University of Minnesota in order to help also spread this joy and passion for physics with other people," he said. I don't believe this story because Michelle Tanner is totally one of the Tanner kids. Where's DJ? What's her kids up to? Huh?
What if it turns out this was just the plot to an episode in Fuller House season 5?
And Ben just happened to see this, and he's like, "Oh yeah, no, that's totally real."
Well, they asked Elliot, like, how were you so successful? And Elliot's like, "I just always remembered what my mom used to tell me. You got it, dude."
That's how we knew. Man.
Nice work, Elliot. I like how this is also a Doogie Howser type, like, path, which both are like 80s, 90s sitcoms. So,
right? True. Yeah.
Impressive. Drew Mega says that kid is an alien for sure. That family needs to be investigated ASAP.
That's fair.
We'll check in with you next hour as well, Mike, see what's going on with Jack in the Box.
What was that show where the guy had a daughter who was a robot?
Alf.
It was in the 90s. What is it?
Alf.
No, that was an alien.
Or was it?
There was one where a guy made a robot daughter.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
This is totally it.
Oh, yeah, Punky Brewster.
Closer.
That was another one. That's what stuck in my head too, but it's not that one. It's
Inspector Gadget. Yes.
Yep. Spot on. Inspector Gadget. Do. I can't think of the My Robot and Me. No, that's my buddy.
Facts of
Small
life.
Small
Wonder?
Wonder.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much, KJ.
I'm gonna be honest, I've never heard of Small Wonder in the history of ever.
Oh, it was a terrible show.
It was a really, really bad show.
It was not good, but iconic. Like I can see the opening in my mind.
Yeah. It was such a bad show. But that's what this is. They just made a robot kid, and the kid's like a genius. One day during class, his batteries are going to start going low. And he'll just be like, everyone, if you can open your like, what's wrong, Professor Tanner? I
Huh, I have no clue.
Also, quiet. Her name is Jodie Sweetin. She played Stephanie Tanner. Kind of how Ryan feels about Jordana Brewster. That's how I feel about Jodie Sweetin. She's really talented.
Quiet said, the local radio station I dropped for you all apparently interviewed the actress and played Stephanie the other day. But if you dropped that radio station for us, Quiet, how do you know?
Probably Twitter, you know. Join us when we interview the actress that played Stephanie Tanner.
Do they still have Fuller House? Like, is it still on, or did it get
No,
canceled?
I think it's done.
Yeah, I think they realized it wasn't great. And then once Bob Saget passed away, I'm sure they were like, and that's that.
Quiet. Are you still talking to your ex? I thought you had stopped talking to them. That could be our grassroots ad campaign. Call into your local radio stations, be like, I used to listen to you, but now I listen to GamingMorningShow.tv. There you go. Please record your phone calls and send them in, please. That'd be great. I broke up with my ex, and now I listen to GamingMorningShow.tv. Drew Mega says, oh geez, that show brings back memories, and yes, it was a bad show. I need like a Discord link to a trailer or something, because I have literally no clue what y'all are talking about, and I thought I watched a lot of TV back in the day.
Yeah, it was one of those where it's just bad. Some of them were real home runs, and then there was that one.
I think Alpha was a robot, though. I don't think an alien was realistic. So, plus, I mean, you couldn't find enough cats to sustain Alf's diet.
That's not true at all. There's plenty of cats.
Yeah, but some of those are pets.
That didn't stop him.
Yeah, I was gonna say, wasn't there a couple of shows where people are like, "I'm missing my cat,"
but then their pets are gone.
I mean,
Yeah, he's a terrible alien that ate cats.
It's either your mom comes around and buys it, or an alien eats it. One of the two.
Was your mom Alf?
That's probably true. Uh-oh. My Rocket League game's like, no more. Dream Slayer 44 ended everything. Okay.
Oh yeah, your thing just capusi, huh? Oh hey, I'm the new party leader.
Do
you have the time to listen to me about
today in Gaming Morning Show history, we memorialize Dream Slayer 44. Thank you for all that you have accomplished. Well, this gives me a chance to tell you about the Trevor Project. We're still raising funds for the Trevor Project, and you can help us. Please go to this link in chat, or you can also scan the QR code in the lower left corner of your screen. And when you do that, you can help us raise $500 for the Trevor Project. We are trying to get to a goal of $500. Now, many folks in the pre-show crew, but not many since we've started the show, have noticed that apparently I'm always wearing a hoodie, and today I'm wearing a long sleeve t-shirt, which I've wore the shirt on the show like once maybe, but it was enough to, be worth a remark or two. So if you think this is cool, imagine me doing the show without a hat, but Sean covering up that lovely head of hair with one of my hats. So we would do that if we reach $500. Mike vows to want to shave his head again. I think this is more of a, I don't know, this is like Mike wanting to do something as opposed to like punishment or something. But
Well, Mike needs a haircut, so.
But if you've ever seen the hair of one Chris M.E., the mayor of the internet, apparently that might be up for grabs too. $1,200? How would that work?
I like KJ's. If you get 500, I can't shave my head.
That I like that a lot better too, because I want Mike to keep his head. So yeah, I like that idea way better. So if we get to $500, I will do the show without a hat. Sean will wear my hat, and Mike cannot shave his head. In fact, Mike will let his hair grow another 3 weeks, months, years,
Decades.
Mike will never cut his hair again.
Your grandkids are sitting on your lap and be like, Grandpa, why is your hair so long? It's like, one time I raised $500 for the show I was on.
The wrong way.
So
Sorry, Downs. There you go.
Downs
Downs
says,
is trying to get. There you go, right there.
Downs says, when I try to scan a QR code, my phone will only focus on Maiko. I think my phone has a crush.
I've got a crush on you. Oh, Mandy Moore? Anyone?
Yes. Yeah. I mean, Mandy Moore had that famous song, I'm Missing You Like the Candy Bar.
Join us at Candy Bar, located next to Hefty Goof's, a place you can eat.
I'm missing you like the candy bar.
Sugar Rush, Sugar Bender.
Is that the mix-up of the Ralph show, Wreck-It Ralph, Sugar Rush, and Mandy Moore? That's good. Down said perfect, so you got out of the way, and now your crush with his phone is over.
I'm good with it. Good with it, bruh.
Well, thank you for everyone who's already donated to the cause. Nearly $300 of our $500 goal has been raised. Help me not wear a hat. Dungeon Master said, wait, Sean will wear your hat or a hat? I think you need to wear my hat.
I'll wear your hat at least one day.
Okay.
I have other hats I have to get through.
Do you want my sweatiest hat?
Yes.
Yep.
I can send you the old captain's hat.
Oh no, that one's for special occasions.
No, I think he needs the UK hat, the white one, the whitish one.
No, I'll give you the really gross white one.
Nice.
You thought the UK hat was disgusting. Wait till you see the gross one.
Ugh.
Do you know Small Wonder was on for 4 seasons on almost 100 episodes?
No, it wasn't.
Jeez.
There's no way. I never heard of that show.
Yeah.
What year?
From September of 85 to May of 89.
Okay, that makes sense why. Thank you, IMJF Downs, for getting through the QR code Olympics of scanning Maiko's face and donating $25 to the Trevor Project. We are at an even 300 plus 10 because Casey had donated, but through the regular Gaming Morning Show tip link. So we will add that to the coffers and send it on up to the Trevor Project. Thank you, IMJF Downs, and everyone who has supported Gaming Morning Show's The Trevor Project fundraiser. We'll talk more about The Trevor Project next hour. It is time for birthdays this day in gaming history. If you have a birthday to celebrate, please let us know so we can celebrate with you. Yesterday, we told you that it was Sports.Gaming's daughter's birthday. And yesterday, we had crepes, which, again, are not pancakes. It's very important.
I am your pancake expert.
And I had my first ever crepe burrito, and it was amazing.
Mm-hmm. It was pretty tasty.
Because usually every crepe that I've ever had is smaller, and then you have to like almost taquito it, where the ends are open, and then you have to use a knife and fork.
Taquito.
You were making gigantic crepes, and they were enough to like fold into a burrito, and then one of our wives, I can't remember which one, tapped powdered sugar over the top. I'm never having a regular burrito ever again.
It was pretty tasty.
Crepe burritos for life.
Burrito.
And so you can, one definitive way to know that pancakes and crepes are different is my wife makes pancakes and I make crepes. So if I'm cooking, it's a crepe. If she's cooking, it's a pancake. Can't be the same.
You just can't.
Dungeon Master KJ says crepes are generally the size of plates. I think you were eating pancakes, Ryan. Sean, tell her.
But Sean,
Crepes and pancakes are different.
I mean,
different.
You have specialties. You're the crepe expert. Sports Talk wife is the pan. It's just you can't. Yeah, it's definitive.
You've seen
crepe
my
is not a pancake.
You've seen my Insta and Twitter feed where I do my pancake art. I'm a pancake expert. I can't make crepes. See, it's obviously different.
Kalaf, tell him why. Tell him why. All right, let's do birthdays. That rocker Ace Frehley is 71 today.
Neat. He has 11 Grammy No, I'm just kidding.
Thank goodness.
He once toured with his own band, Frehley's Comet.
That's a good name.
It's a good name.
They only toured once every 473,000 years.
Hey Alexa, play Frehley's Comet.
Please, nobody knows.
Alexa, cancel.
Oh boy.
Since Drew Mega is locked into the whole voice assistant thing, Drew, is that actually working where Bob says cancel and it actually works? Because I'd like to know. That's true.
We have enough toilet paper.
Rock singer musician Patrick Stump is 38. We went from 71 to 38 today.
That's a little bit of a jump.
There's a gap there.
Wow, did you know he's made guest appearances on Celebrity Family Feud and The Price is Right? Both. Together at the same time.
I'm so mad that you pointed out that Family Feud is now just trying to make clips because I now watch Family Feud and I'm like, oh, that's for a clip.
Yeah. The questions are so obviously like skewed towards.
However, there was a really
crazy things happen.
There was a really funny clip I saw yesterday on TikTok where they tried to do that and failed. And they're like, name a number that men try to inflate. And obviously they're going for the bits thing there. And the one lady hit the thing, she goes 100. And Steve Harvey's like, what? And then the other one chimes in, she goes 69, and Steve Harvey's like, okay.
Nice.
Like, ruined, sucker.
Actress Jenna Coleman is 36 today.
Wow, she's appeared in more episodes of Doctor Who than any companion since its relaunch. I've always wondered who she was. I see her around, and I'm like, I don't know. Like, should I know who this person is? This is Doctor Who, because I don't watch Doctor Who, so that makes sense.
Same.
I don't, but it's on in the household, but I haven't seen it much recently. Was the one actress who is in Jumanji.
Oh, gosh. She also is in Marvel stuff.
Yeah.
Karen Gillian.
Thank you. That was the first companion that I knew about. So
I was not aware she was in Doctor Who, so that's
Yeah.
kind of cool.
Big fan. Singer Lizzo turns 34 today. Hofbrew says Lizzo's hosting of Saturday Night Live recently was the, quote, best episode or, I guess it'd be episode of SNL in a long time. So kudos to you, Lizzo, because Hofbrew has watched many an SNL. So
I'm sorry, guys. Well, maybe not. It says won 3 awards at the 2020 Grammys. This was very specific. Does this kick off the game or not?
Yeah. So
Okay.
we know how many. We at least know she won
She's at least won 3
Grammys at the 2020 awards. So we need nominations and total wins.
No, I'd like to make a motion that we only do it when we know complete nominations or complete wins.
I've already looked it up. We have to play.
Damn it.
I'll Googling has been done.
2020 Grammys, the 2022 Grammys have already happened. I'm going to go 7 wins on 10 nominations. It's a high percentage.
Wow.
I'm going to go 5 wins on 7 nominations.
Ooh. So, on the nominations front, Mike is closer. She has 8 nominations. She only has the 3 wins. So, both of you are wrong.
Wow. Lizzo got screwed.
Yeah.
But 2020 was a good year, apparently, for Lizzo.
2020 was a good year,
So-
yeah.
She got all 3. Yeah.
Actor Emily Rios turns 33 today.
Wow, she's appeared on such TV shows as Grimm, Friday Night Lights, and Breaking Bad. So glad we're back to the... Just check IMDb for the fun facts. I wish they would stop saying fun fact for those and just put, like, fact. You know? Because
Just cross it out.
Mildly entertaining fact.
A
Not
fact
even.
because we're obligated to list one.
We've got a drummer birthday.
We do have a drummer birthday. Patrick Hallahan of My Morning Jacket is 44. And singer Jim James of My Morning Jacket is 44.
they're the same person?
Wow.
They've never been at the same place at the same time.
What's your favorite My Morning Jacket song?
That's
I don't
one
know.
that goes like, boop, 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 boop.
But I have a new favorite band. It's bassist Rob Squires of Big Head Todd and the Monsters' birthday.
That's a
He's
good-
57.
That's a good one too.
It's a good name.
The Monsters and Friends should use a song by them as its theme song. It'd be good.
It is I mean, no one really of note has a birthday today that's living. However, it is Samuel Morse's birthday. He invented Morse code. Beep, 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 that one. It's also Ulysses S. Grant's birthday, who's buried in Grant's tomb. I don't know why that was ever a thing, but it is. And it's also Coretta Scott King, wife of MLK's birthday, and Casey Kasem on the Z100. I don't know what he was on, but he was a radio DJ, and it was his only birthday too. Congrats.
Casey Kasem apparently did voiceovers for TV
Everything?
sitcom teases. And there's one that I watched the other day. I don't remember what it was for, but if I track it down, I'll put it in the Discord today because even Casey Kasem seemed perplexed by the script he was reading. But it seemed like he only had like the time to do one take and they used it. It was very, very odd. So
By the way, today would have been Ulysses S. Grant's 200th birthday, so that's kind of a neat number.
I don't think he would have lived that long,
You never know.
even with
Never
modern
know.
technology.
What if they just put his head in a jar?
Like on Futurama.
Yeah.
I'm
200 today.
Here are your This Day in Gaming histories. 2 are from before 1995, so Sean gets a chance to play Lawsuit or Not Lawsuit. The first one is 1982.
Lawsuit.
Bob plays the didgeridoo. Your answer is locked in. Sid Sheinberg, president of MCN Universal, meets Arnold Greenberg, president and CEO of Colco Industries in Hollywood. Sheinberg says Donkey Kong violates copyright on movie title King Kong. Not explicitly in the copy as a lawsuit, but
Yes.
it's a
Lawsuit adjacent.
Yep.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
1991.
Not a lawsuit. I'm not going to be able to hit 2 in a row.
NCS released a video game. It was for the PC Engine in Japan.
I don't know what game they released though. I can't. For some reason, it's like blocked out
It
on
was
my
the
copy.
second edition of it, Mike. Okay.
Which one though?
It was the sequel to
can't-
the previous one.
I'm trying. Yeah, no, it's like scribbled out. I don't know why.
Shoe Bibian.
It sounds like a spell, like you're Shubian.
Is that from Harry Potter?
I think so.
Man.
And Liviosa.
Oh gosh.
2004, Capcom releases Onimusha 3 Demon Siege for PlayStation.
We're going great.
That was closer.
The worst day ever. 2008, Nintendo put out Mario Kart Wii for Nintendo Wii.
Nailed that one.
Thank you. 2010, Capcom put out Super Street Fighter 4 for PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360. And 2011, Ubisoft, don't call me Ubisoft, put out Outland video game for PlayStation 3 and
Xbox 360.
I'll just take two of them. I might as well.
You weren't far off with Onimusha.
Whatever.
Close.
Ballpark.
You don't have to make me feel better. It's cool.
Shubian.
Shoot, baby.
Is that how you get ants out of your house?
Yep.
Shoot, baby man.
Get out of here. Sounds like you just did a baby noise. I want to go home. Wait, I am. Next hour, we'll have a list of the days so good. We'll tell you about it when we come back. Also, we have a chance to do sports because Anthony Rizzo is your Major League Baseball home run leader, probably. I don't actually know if 8 is the home run leader or not, but I assume so. You gotta be close. We'll also talk about the Mets because the Mets win. We'll find out next hour. It's coming up, this edition of Gaming Morning Show. What is your favorite gummy thing? Because it's National Gummy Bear Day. We'll come back with more. Mike, Sean, and Hefty. It's Wednesday, the weekend of the week, April 27th, 2022. Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter Spaces, GamingWarriorShow.tv. Shabibi, man.
I had plans. Did I lose this chance for one last dance? With my shaking hands, I can barely ask. We got runaway plans. Baby, where do you wanna go? I'm scared to, you know, but I'll never let go. Will I find you somehow? I hope you're okay. All those memories in your driveway. Can we turn back time before it flies away? Can I hold on to something? Never thought you would come back. Can't believe you'd remember those times. We laughed and cried. Watched the sunset fall through the sky. We were younger, never thought we'd say goodbye. Now we say goodbye. Did I
Nothing I got to prove, nothing I got to lose. I will not follow you. It is my time to choose. Nothing I got to prove, nothing I got to lose. I will not follow you. It is my time to choose. It is my time to move. I will not follow through, cause I got my own mind, winning on my own time. Didn't come when I want it, but it's always on time. I'ma go and get it, and it's all part of my vision. Then I'ma show everyone I can make it. I'm different. You can't stop what you can't see. No more chains, yeah, I'm truly free. I pay my dues, it ain't come cheap. No more chains on me, you can't hold me down. 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 Yeah, no more, no more, no more. 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 You can't hold me. Look at where I came from. I can never fall back to the same ones. Only good vibes now, but the hard times is what we raised from. Turn to the ambition we are made from. We don't run, we don't fall, we don't stop, we don't fail. We take all our doubts, the dark clouds, and we still prevail. Raise a fist to the sky, a solution's there. And we stand for the dreamers, a revolution's here. You cannot stop us. You cannot stop us. There's nothing you can do now. Just watch. There's nothing you can do now. Just watch. It's a revolution. It's a revolution. Yeah. You cannot stop us. There's nothing you can do now. A revolution. Yeah. You can't stop what you can't see. No more chains, yeah, I'm truly free. I pay my dues, it ain't come cheap. No more chains on me, you can't hold me down. You can't hold me down. You won't hold us down. You can't hold us down. Yeah, no more, no more, no more. 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 Yeah. You can't hold us down. Yo. We gon' hold it down. Hold it down, yeah. You can't hold us down. Hold it down, yeah. We gon' hold it down. Yeah.
Coming up on Gaming Morning Show. List of the day and sports. Find GMS on Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, and GamingMorningshow.tv. Time for hour number 2 right now.
Morning, gamer. Welcome back. It's Gaming Morning Show. It is the Weekend of the Week edition on Wednesday, April 27th, 2022. Happy April 27th day, y'all. That is Sports.Gaming. That is Lucas Myko. I am Hefty Goof. Thank you for being here. Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter Spaces, and at GamingMorningshow.tv. Big plans this hour, because we have an epic list of the day. One that we can't even spoil for you. It's that big. So that's coming up. Also, sports as well. Sports. We have raised over $300 for our Trevor Project fundraiser. All of our funds go to the Trevor Project. If we reach our goal of $500 by the end of tomorrow's Gaming Morning Show, we will have a whole week of me wearing no hat, Sean wearing miscellaneous hats, and Mike having his hair intact.
That's right. Tomorrow at 12 p.m. EST, if we don't hit $500, shaving the head.
Would you do it live?
I'll do it on TikTok.
There you go.
People will think I'm having a mental breakdown. It would be awesome.
You can go to Look It's Maiko on Twitch, and that's where you can get these really cool emotes that you have reserved for us. But of course, you can find the links to Look It's Maiko on TikTok and all that stuff there too. Are you streaming on your channel soon?
Not as much.
So nothing planned.
Maybe again at some point, and nothing really planned. So,
but you can get those emotes. Thank you for supporting both Look It's Maiko and Gaming Morning Show. Our Patreon subscribers total about 30, and we appreciate everyone who's been able to sign up on our welcome subscriber, kneecap, and adopt Bob tiers. If you sign up for the kneecap tier, Look It's Maiko will do something a little bit extra for you, including induction into the Temple of the Six. And that is brought to you by Dunkin' Donuts. And
Does anyone have my Dr. Squatch soap?
was Bob so loud that he felt like he was inside your room?
Ooh, Bob. Chat a little bit.
Good.
That's PG-13, right?
Oh yeah,
Past tense.
Yeah, absolutely. Sure. Yeah, sure. Oh, rhymes with
Yeah,
chat.
anything in past tense is fine.
Yeah.
It's the rules for language. We tell our
Yeah,
kids that
yeah,
all the time. So, yeah, it's fine. Apollo says, Welch's fruit snacks are the best gummies on the planet. If you have anything better, please point me in that direction. So that is the answer to our question. National Gummy Bear Day. What's your favorite gummy whatever?
I hadn't even considered the fruit snack as a gummy. But yeah, fruit snacks are pretty good too.
I think this might be recency bias because I just went and watched like your favorite 90s commercials. We watched them with the kids yesterday because we're going to play Rocket League when we got home from your daughter's birthday, and it had to update just like ours did this morning. And so we happened to bring up something from like the 90s, and it made me think of a commercial. And so we played some of the commercials from the 90s in this like compilation. Amazing Fruit was one of my favorite commercials back in the day. It was like dun, 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 dun. It was like a conga line thing, but those gummy bears I thought were even better than Haribo or whatever. Nah, that's high praise.
Blasphemy.
Yeah. I don't think they make them anymore though.
Haribo probably bought him out and shut him down.
Get out of here. Amazing Fruit. You're not that amazing. Coming up, we'll tell you about a burger flipping robot at Jack in the Box. That's coming up. As Mike joins our Rocket League party, I'm going to tell you that nationaldaycalendar.com says few treats are as cute and sweet as gummy bears. Fruity and fun, these colorful chews have been charming us since 1922. Wow. 100 years old this year for gummy bears.
There you go, gummy bears.
It's another
Bouncing there, here and there, and everywhere.
I forgot how good the show was, too. Good call. Good call.
Was it?
Haribo, whatever. Hans Riegel started the company in 1920 from his home kitchen. 2 years later, he created the world's first gummy bear. Today, they're known as Gold Bears, an iconic treat all over the world.
I didn't know them as gold bears.
Isn't that why they're in the gold packaging?
Yeah, I didn't know they were called gold bears, though.
It's a lot easier to say than a Haribo. So.
I just call them gummy bears. Anything
Yeah,
that's not them can get out of here.
It's the easiest thing to do, just gummy bears.
You're discounting Amazing Fruit, I'm telling you.
Just kind of double check.
I just linked through to my favorite gummy bear related thing, and that is the robot chicken skit. I'm so happy because I'm a gummy bear, and gets trapped in a bear trap, and then has to eat its own leg off and goes, I'm delicious. Cracks me up every time. Our list of the days coming up after this game. Can you believe that it would have been Ulysses Grant's 200th birthday old today? Do you know who's buried in Grant's tomb? Gummy bears are good too. What? Here's a definitive list of the best gummy candies ever, according to some random website. There better be some cinnamon bears on here, or they're going to get strongly worded letter. Okay, that took a better turn than I thought. I thought we were going to have to do some sort of Ulysses S. Grant list. Sorry.
You want the top 10 Ulysses S. Grant facts?
Yeah, something like that. I'm like, oh, man. I'd rather do a Casey Kasem list. You know, it might have been like a David Hasselhoff or like Knight Rider related show that Casey Kasem had to do a voiceover for. It was like in that era when he was doing the TV, voiceovers. Tonight on a very special Knight Rider, Kit gets lost. Something like that. It was just absurd.
What's going on?
Anecdotally, I don't know if this is true. I don't know if I can quantify this. But I swear Mike's been scoring way more goals in Rocket League. I feel like you found your rhythm.
Ish, I guess. Get out of the way, Sean. I'm trying to hit the ball. Nope, come back. Okay.
Maybe I shouldn't have said anything. Did I just jinx any improvements?
Well, you didn't say anything about his goalie capabilities.
That's true.
I saved like 2 seconds ago.
Yeah, but you're our striker.
It's true. I shouldn't be in the goal.
What formation are we using, Coach?
Shot.
We're using the formation where Mike's the striker, I'm the goalie, and then you run around getting boost while you talk.
Nice.
And then Sean also scores.
What a creative formation. Brenda goes, Mike, our reluctant Rocket League champion. Mike won't acknowledge his abilities.
I really like that this other guy is... Oh, dang it.
They just leave?
Yeah, now we have to fight with Bandit, who I blew up.
Smokey and...
Ugh. You know the worst part about applying for jobs is waiting. I'm not a very patient person.
Are you doing like the constant refresh of the email?
No, not quite to that, but it's still just it's very tricky. I'd rather get the we don't like you email than no email at all.
The trick is, Mike, don't apply for jobs. Just call up people and then get a job offer before you have to apply.
Just show up and be like, "Hi, I work here now. Where's my desk, sir?"
Might be a smart tactic.
Who are you?
I'm your new...
Start saying names. Who do you think I am?
No, you just say, I was the new podcast producer that you...
I'm the new guy. How are you?
Bob hired me.
I talked to Ted in HR. He said today was my first day. I don't know why you seem so confused.
I sent my onboarding paperwork to Harrison. I don't know.
Ted in HR. We don't have an HR. Well, you actually
I'm your new
do.
HR.
Yes, I'm Ted. You said your name was Mike. Mike Ted, correct.
I identified a need, and I'm filling that need.
That guy just knocked me out of the way.
It was me.
And that guy was right.
I got credit for a shot on goal, though. Did you get a credit for shot on goal?
No. I had it lined up, and I was like, they defended me really well. Turns out it was right.
If you don't block my shots
man.
on goal, we would have scored. Nice shot.
Jump in the mouth. Oh, I hit the teeth.
Kalaf says, not the, quote, I'm a total fraud and they're going to laugh at this resume feeling.
Meh. I'm old enough now. I don't care about that part.
And then Brendan goes,
However, yeah.
The worst is recruiters that reach out to you first and then ghost you.
Yep. You called me. Just because I am in no way, shape, or form qualified for the job you reached out to me for. You want me to be a diesel mechanic? What on my resume said diesel mechanic?
We said we could train, but we didn't think we'd have to train that hard. Mike's like, I at least know where the diesel is on the gas pump, so...
What kind of... How much do you know about diesel? I can spell it.
Sometimes.
D... which one's the I before E? Okay, you gotta leave. Why? Ted from HR sent me.
To fire you? I don't even work here.
I'm stuck.
For the win!
Oh, Kevin got in the way.
Damn it, Kevin.
Kevin's
Worst.
The worst.
Ah! Get wrecked, Kevin. Didn't even like you in Home Alone. I guess Kevin from The Office would have something to say about that. Quiet goes, I have an interview today
Curve in there.
At my company for a software dev position, so I hopefully get out of support and wanted to give an official GMS blessing. Can we get some hype in chat for Quiet I Am Gaming's job hopes? Do you need us to send Ted and HR?
Do you want me to be there in the interview with you? I can zoom in.
Are you gonna act as Quiet's agent? Like, I believe my client has exactly what you're looking for.
Don't answer that. Don't answer that.
He asked me where I see myself in 5 years.
We asked him his name. Don't answer that. I advise you not to answer that question.
I got your back.
Thank you.
Take that. I'm trying to hit this guy. It's not working.
Apollo goes, we got your back. Quiet. And my brain was like, don't screw this up, Quiet. That's not a very positive way of framing that. Sorry. Downs goes, is GMS offering a Step Brothers style interview service?
That's my new job. I will be your interview representative.
Client refuses to answer that question.
Who needs a union when you've got Look It's Myco?
I have no boost.
You can't spell union without Look It's Mike O. There's an O in there.
Man.
Ah,
sorry, I was getting sick of it.
Were you part of that?
No, not in the least.
did Mike throw?
See, look, it totally curved. I was like, woo.
Oh my gosh, a big thanks to Apollo for a $100 donation to the Trevor Project fundraiser. Apollo, thank you so much for doing that.
Damn it, Apollo.
Wow.
Thank you.
I mean, thank you. But damn it, Apollo.
Thank you for not only supporting the Trevor Project, but preventing Mike's hair from getting shaved.
We still got $100 to go. Don't worry.
24 hours-ish.
I've got no faith. Sounds terrible, actually.
Wow. There's no chance.
That's awful.
We are going to fail horribly. Damn it. If you've gone to the trevorproject.org, you can learn more about this fantastic organization supporting transgender and non-binary youth. And there's a whole bunch of things you can click on to get information, but also take action. There's an Act Now button, and it takes you to actnow.io, where you can get information like, for example, sending an email to Texas officials to stop Governor Abbott's campaign to harm trans youth. So you could click there. It has everything that you would need. You put your name and everything and click send email. Subject line goes straight through Protect Trans Youth in Texas. And it has a body for the email already written for you. So if nothing else, there's different things that you can, I guess, get a head start on by going to the trevorproject.org. Here for LGBTQ youth 24/7 all year round. So be sure to check it out, the trevorproject.org. Brandon goes, yeah, but where's the Fudge Village fundraiser segment? If you want, Brandon, this is completely up to you. I will tell my kids that they cannot go to T-ball or their softball game tonight and say it's because I have to raise money for Hey It's Brendan _TTV.
I'd say that's fair.
If you want me to tell them that, just let me know.
Do it. Can you record it too?
Hi,
Stream
kids.
it live on TikTok.
Hi, kids. You don't know me, but great. Plans canceled, kids. Okay, cool. I'll let them know. Actually, wait. If I could get out of anything, I'm going to get out of the thing we have to do on Thursday night, which is like the school tour thing. I'd rather go play softball, so get out of that thing. So. Plus, it's the NFL draft, so I could have that on whilst playing Fudge Village. Thanks, Brendan. Seriously, Apollo, thank you so much. $100 donation. We're at technically $410 of our $500 goal. Thank you so much for supporting the Trevor Project and our fundraiser through GMS. Here is your list of the day. This comes from SweetyHigh.com.
Sweaty high.
Sweaty high.
Sweetly High? I don't know. I'm confused. This is a list of a gummy bear related list. It's not about Ulysses S. Grant, I hope. So, what was the most sugary part of Ulysses S. Grant?
Probably his liver, if I'm honest.
A definitive ranking of best gummy candies from Caitlin Riley back in January of 2021. If your favorite childhood memory is going to a candy store and scooping out a dozen different gummy candies to be weighed at the front counter, well, congratulations. You are our kind of person. Let's take a look at this list that starts at number 8. Trader Joe's Mango Gummy Candies. Okay, that already sounds amazing. I love mango.
Mango.
But I have not had. Yeah, I've never had something like this. Nostalgic ultra sweet taste and a classic candy. It's worth buying when you're restocking on frozen cauliflower pizza and JoJo's, though. It's somewhere between a fruit snack and a mango flavored gummy bear. So somewhere in between those two things. I'd give it a shot.
I'm gonna be near a Trader Joe's today. Maybe I'll go see if they have any.
Would you pick up your friend some?
Sure.
Thanks.
7.
Number 7 is Haribo frogs. They're so cute and pretty tasty too. These frogs are green. The flavor is actually peach. So even though they're green, they're peach, which explains why these frogs are pretty darn delectable. When was the last time you heard someone say, I could really go for a bag of Haribo frogs? Never. These are definitely a variety worth tossing in a candy mix when you're making a Dylan's candy bar run.
It's not the name of our candy bar.
Join us at Candy Bar, located next to Hefty Goofs, a place you can eat.
Maybe this is your solution, Mike, for the whole peach thing, is you won't know it's peach because they're green.
This is gross.
6.
6 is Trolley Sour Bright Crawlers. That's right. It comes in a resealable bag for all your resealableness fun. These worms are delicious. They're just the right amount of sour. Sugar coating, however, makes these the kind of candy you want to have only a handful of before your teeth become completely coated. They're great in the moment, though. This person's not really good at selling how great these are.
5.
5 is Airheads Extreme Bytes. This is using the 90s writing of extreme, kind of like X Games, right? With X and then Stream Bytes. But I like Airheads, so I would give these a shot. The picture shows rainbow ribbon. Rainbow berry, rather. It's a rainbow ribbon candy, but cut down to bite-sized portions. They're a little sourer than they need to be. But overall, pretty okay. What do you do if you're eating a belt and get tired of doing so midway through? Well, now you don't have to worry about that because these are bite-sized, so... I like Airheads, so I try them.
Eating
4.
a belt?
Like, if you're eating one of those, like, rainbow belt things, they can get kind of fatiguing after a while, so...
I just really like that it's a 1.9 pound bag and it says shareable. Probably. Bet.
1.9 pounds isn't the serving size?
Are you challenging me?
Number 4 is Sour Patch Kids. Sour, sweet, gone is what it says. There's a little not to like about these classic treats, but for years we thought they were shaped like feet. Did we? I don't remember thinking they're shaped like feet.
But when
and
you,
that really
when you,
freaked us out.
When you hear about it, now you can't help but see feet.
I don't know.
Sour Patch feet.
Blue is definitely the best flavor, but there are never enough in the box. Keeping those blue ones from us.
3. Jerks. 3. Haribo Gold Bears. That's right. These are the only gummy bears that matter. Do not let anyone tell you otherwise. They're classic and are great for throwing into everything from popcorn to frozen yogurt. But be careful, as they will crack your teeth when they get too cold. To melted chocolate? Okay. We highly recommend making your own chocolate-covered gummy bears, FYI. They're not the most exciting gummy in the world, but they remain a classic for a reason. Also, the pineapple flavor is the best. This person sucks.
Wow. Sorry, Caitlin.
Well, you can't say it's the definitive list and then be like, "Oh, they're not really that good." But
number 3.
It's ridiculous.
You remember though how we said we didn't remember they're called Gold Bears, and then you look at this package and it's like
it says Gold Bear.
Gold Bear right on there.
Yeah, it's like
right
Haribo in like 72-point font, and Gold Bears might be in 60. Like,
yeah.
How did we not notice that? Holy
I had
cow.
no idea.
Wow. Number 2.
2.
Swedish Fish.
No. 1.
What?
I can't stand Swedish Fish. They're the worst.
Swedish Fish is probably my second favorite gummy thing.
First 2.
So Caitlin no longer sucks.
I wouldn't put them at number 2.
So bad.
Interesting.
You're right. They should be at number 1.
They're not even chewy. They're just like rocks.
What? No.
Number 1 is Trolley Peachy O's, the brand name Peach Rings. It says, does anyone not like peach rings? Man, could you imagine not liking peach rings? This candy is virtually flawless. The flavor is bright and weirdly refreshing, given that it's all sugar. They also taste weirdly good with vanilla frosting. Interesting. We are convinced that anyone who doesn't like peach rings has simply never tried peach rings. Get wrecked, Mike Peachos.
Peach rings are the worst. Should be cinnamon bears. You're
I
right.
can't help it when you bring up cinnamon bears.
Bears.
My mouth starts watering.
It's called.
Congratulations to Peachy O's, Peachy O's, Peachy O's. You are clearly the most awesomest gummy thing of all time. Apollo says Swedish Fish are so unexciting. I'll never understand why people like them so much.
Yeah. They're fine. They're not a number 2.
Is there delicious?
They also taste weirdly good with vanilla frosting. I missed that part. And Brennan goes, peach rings and vanilla frosting. Diabetes. I give it a shot.
Yeah.
So, hey, Sean. When you're at Trader Joe's today, if you could swing by and get some Peachios and some vanilla frosting for science.
For science.
Science! So, there you go. There's our list. Thanks to an anonymous donor, we are at our goal of $500. Another $100 donation. And Mike O can get wrecked. Your hair will stay
Forever.
Shave my beard though, suckers.
That's still better. It'll still be not good though.
I'm gonna get a haircut though. I just won't shave it.
That's fine.
It's time for 30 seconds of direct eye contact with, look, it's Mike O's nice hair.
But we just saved your hair. We should be able to look at it, right?
Take
I
it
haven't,
off.
combed it or anything.
Take it off. There it goes. And I need a 30-second timer. Oh God, I'm not ready for this. I wasn't prepared.
No one look. Don't look at his hair. It's not time. Don't look.
All right,
Don't look yet.
All right, 30 seconds on the clock. No one talk on chat because otherwise it'll echo. And oh, whoops! I gotta do timer or else there won't be a sound. And wait for it. Wait for it. We're vamping. We really should just bookmark this link. It's gonna play an ad, isn't it? You're gonna play an ad. Don't play an ad. Don't play an ad. Don't do it. This is great TV. Don't do it. Everyone get ready. Are you doing your stretches?
I'm ready.
Okay, cool. Cool. Okay. After all that, there's no audio. Tick, 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 tick. Oh, that's ridiculous. There you go. It's over. Worst segment in GMS history that we just witnessed there.
Do you want to cleanse that nonsense?
Yeah, please. Give me anything else.
Okay. There you go. All better.
Everything about that was significantly better.
Give me warning. I would have brushed my hair. Jeez.
Well, I didn't know we were going to hit $500 today.
Who knew?
I don't even have a comb on my desk of all the things.
Can't you use the stapler shark's talons? Finn, Ryan.
Got a sword.
What's on Mike's desk?
I just said shark talons. What is wrong with me?
And immediately knew the right word.
This sounds like the Napoleon Dynamite. Does your shark have long talons? Let's see what Maiko's tracking at this hour. Thank you for the fundraiser. You're all the best.
Well, we're tracking that Mike has hair. It's gonna keep his long hair.
Why do you sound like Coach Pepsi?
You guys ever eat Jack in the Box? Well, never mind. I was gonna go somewhere else, but we're just gonna go ahead and go with add Jack in the Box to the list of fast food chains experimenting with robots. The company is launching a pilot program that will test Miso Robotics Flippy 2 and Sippy robots in a San Diego restaurant. Jack in the Box wants to see how much help the automatons can offer to busy staff who may want to spend more time with customers and less time in the kitchen. The companies didn't say how long the pilot might last. Jack in the Box said it was open to further integration in coming months. However, the restaurateur who joins Chipotle, Panera, White Castle, and others in using Miso's technology. As with those companies, efficient meal making isn't the only goal. The robots promise more consistent quality, though there's less risk of receiving an undercooked burger or the wrong drink. The same perks and pitfalls remain, though. This could alleviate stress for workers who might be overwhelmed, particularly in an era when restaurant staff shortages are all too common. At the same time, there's a concern operators might use robots like these to automate staff out of jobs or avoid hiring more people. Miso's machines can't completely replace humans at present, though, so a larger automation crisis isn't likely in the near future. Back to you. It bothers me that they call them automatons, because they're gonna like turn into like sentient beings pretty soon. Be like, yep, we're gonna do it.
There's no way that would happen.
No,
no way.
Maybe it was Skynet.
Could have been Skynet.
Yeah. Apollo makes a really good point, though. He says, if it wasn't so difficult to get an actually relatively halfway decent job, I wouldn't mind fast food restaurants being fully automated, because fast food workers don't deserve the abuse they get. And that's totally true. I'd be nervous more so about them just not hiring people and just doing the robots. Because that is a big problem. There's a lot of, locally, there's quite a few restaurants where you have, adults. You have people, in their 50s and 60s working there because it's hard to get a job in a lot of places unless you're, you have certain sets of skills. But yeah, it's just really, really bad. I also like how they say that so they can spend more time with customers. Because who at Jack in the Box doesn't, they're like, hey, what would make your job better? Oh yeah, more time with the customer. This way they can yell at me to my face instead of while I'm in the back trying to make,
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I've ever been like, man, I wish my McDonald's experience included more time, talking to the person. I do like the ease of ordering through automation, like being able to go to the app and say, this is what I want. And I don't mind those little reader boards, but I'm also not in favor of taking away job opportunities either. So I don't have a solution, but I would like to see some sort of mix. So.
You know where we need robots? Major League Baseball. You can get Angel Hernandez away from the batter's box, the better it'll be. So Misa Robotics, enough with the Jack in the Box. Get an Angel in the box. Okay. I mean, it's neat, it's, and it brings up so many larger talking points, right? Where Elon Musk just bought Twitter for $45 million in cash, as they say. So I guess I like to imagine he had briefcases filled with money. But at the same token, I mean, this is one of those things where he's like, oh yeah, I'm going to return it to freedom of speech, when we all know what's inevitably going to happen. I mean, it's the same guy that canceled somebody's Tesla order a journalist's Tesla order because they said something bad about him in a blog. Everyone says yeah, no, I'll fix everything. But at the end of the day, it's just well, it's just easier to not. So they're going to be like, yeah, we'll do the automated things in order to just kind of help with the person-to-person kind of stuff. And then at the end of the day, you're just going to walk into a Taco Bell, and it's just going to be all computers. You're going to order on the board. There's going to be a belt where they just make everything with a robot, and then it just sends it to you. And there'll just be one person there for when something breaks, And I think that's inevitably what it's going to go towards, and it makes me very, very annoyed.
It'd be neat, and this goes back to exactly what you just said, where it's probably not, but it would be neat if they found ways to try to make programs so that as they move closer to automation, they're helping the humans involved in that world become skilled to program or maintain, right? Some sort of way to support what those jobs used to be. And I'm an idealist, right? I'm thinking I have no way to actually figure out how to make that make business sense.
No, you're totally right, but it's look at the car industry, right? Where the car industry, as far as being a viable career, is almost completely over because all of the lines are all automated. Whereas people used to build a car from scratch, now they just have computers that do it. And I think it would be easy to translate job skills, right? Like how during the Obama administration, when they made that big push towards green energy, and they said, well, what about all the people that work in the coal, in the coal industry and yada yada? The Obama administration's like, well, we'll pay for them to go to, a trade school, and get all the skills they need. Because I mean, even in solar, you need people to like run the things. Like it's not a fully automated thing. And people are like, well, that's not feasible. Well, but it is, and it could be the same kind of like this, where the issue though is you have a lot of folks who aren't willing to do it because all those darn computers, you know, and it's like, ugh, it's ridiculous. But I mean, they can all coexist. I think it's a neat idea, kind of like you said, and I think there's a way that they can do the automation for better quality control, maybe. You know, because then, I mean, they're right. You get a more consistent product if you have something that's programmed to do the same thing over and over again, as opposed to, you know, 16-year-old Mike has a job at McDonald's flipping burgers. His girlfriend breaks up with him one day, so he's in a crappy mood and like is like, you know, kind of putting stuff half together, like not doing a great job. Whereas the computer is not going to be like, Vanessa broke up with me. Now I am very upset. You're like, so
Not
yeah,
yet.
I get it, but we have to find out a happy medium to make sure that everything
Mic
works
job
and screw up society.
number 2.
Do you want to talk more
No.
about? Do you want to talk more about Vanessa or?
No, Vanessa's the robot lady.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wink.
No, my crux was always Jess.
Oh.
Jessica. That was like my evil villainess.
So yeah, two, Vanessa and Jess.
Oh no, I never dated a Vanessa. But, yeah.
It's okay.
Lots of Jesses.
It's okay, Mike. We're friends.
Lots of Jesses.
It's now 7:50 West Coast time. It's 10:50 out east, 3:50 for those watching GMS in the afternoon. Thank you for being here on this morning radio show that plays games. I am Hefty Goof. That is Look, it's Mike O, and Sports.Gaming on the left side of your screen. We've been talking about different things, including Jack in the Box, experimenting with burger flipping robots. Happy Wednesday to Hibbs. It's good to see you. Thank you for joining us for the first time. Today we are asking you, hey, it's National Gummy Bear Day. So what is your favorite gummy whatever? Also, Anthony Rizzo, the New York Yankees, has 8 home runs, so we'll have sports coming up in just a few minutes. Paulo says, guess that's what you get for being liquid wealthy.
That's when all your wealth is water. You got the water wealth. You know, if you like take some meds, that'll come right off.
I've had a water weight, but not water wealth. Kate Zade says, if I ever have a robot, I will name it Pathfinder. That's good. Hopefully when we get all the Skynet stuff, we get like Pathfinder's like humor.
Oh. Maybe it was Skynet.
Maybe we can just hire the human-like robot from Small Wonder to flip burgers.
Sounds good.
Did we get that in Discord? Does someone have it?
Yeah, it's in there.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
If you didn't hear about Small Wonder prior to today, you now know. Apollo says one of the funniest tweets I saw yesterday was someone saying they asked how a fast food worker's day was going, asking if they're doing well, and the worker responded with, "Man, are you gonna just order or not?" I mean, I will admit I never had to do like mic job number 2 and work in like fast food. I just did a pizza delivery in college, and that was actually pretty okay.
I'm basically gonna do pizza delivery in about an hour here.
But on the Oregon State campus this past weekend, Hofru told me that there are little carts, like little robots that drive around campus delivering food.
It's in a couple campuses nationwide now. They have that, or they'll go from either because I guess one of our local colleges, like their dining room has a bunch of like Jack in the Box, McDonald's, Panera. So they have like 2 like regular ones and then a bunch of those. And so yeah, they do those little delivery things. There's actually a big issue where kids were like abducting them and like spray painting them, or like an adult toy was like super glued or rubber cemented to one of them. And it's like, okay. Like,
I mean, that's the problem with doing this on college campus. Someone spray painted the number 69 on this one. Great.
Yeah.
There's no way that they could have known, though.
No, not at all. College kids are usually really, really responsible and like way respectful of public property.
We actually have audio from when that happened with the company trying to get it back. I don't know who you are. I don't know what you want. If you're looking for a ransom, I can tell you, I don't have money. But what I do have are a very particular set of skills. Skills I've acquired over a very long career at McDonald's. Skills that make me a nightmare for people like you. If you let my robot go now, that'll be the end of it. I will not look for you. I will not pursue you. But if you don't, I will look for you. I will find you. And I will kill you.
And we have a GPS on
it. And also we know exactly where you are. Because we have GPS.
Put the adult toy down. Drop the super glue.
I just had a visual pop into my head, so I just need a second.
Just drop it.
Deleted. Okay, cool. All right, we're in good shape. It's time for sports. Let's talk about Anthony Rizzo. 8 home runs on the year, had a 3 home run game for Austin's New York Yankees yesterday.
Nice. A lot of home runs.
He's got 2 more than a handful of players.
I'm surprised. Oh, so it is the Major League lead.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, he has 8. Jock Peterson, C.J. Cron, Byron Buxton, Ozzie Albies, and a couple other folks have 6.
But how about the Yankees, huh? Should we talk about how good they are?
Are they?
I don't know. Are they?
I don't think so.
And even if they are, does it really matter? It is,
they're in 2nd place.
April, after all.
That is accurate.
Huh, looking at these standings, I'm noticing there's not a team that has more wins than the New York Mets. Did the Mets win?
Yeah, they sure did. They won yesterday by a score, I believe, of 5-2. But let me just double check. Nope, 3-0. They won by a score of 3. I was looking at 2 days ago. Sorry. They won by a score of 3-0. Once again, beating the St. Louis Redbirds. However, they also had 3 more hit by pitch, which brings their total up to like 57. They've been hit 18 times through these. They're averaging 1 per game.
Oh my gosh. You described when you have your sugar binge / too much alcohol, you experience 3 nights in 1 day. That's what the Mets are experiencing with hit by pitches. So they've had a whole season's worth in a month.
It's ridiculous.
Correct.
Yeah, by the way, K-Laugh said, poor Orioles. The Yankees did beat the Baltimore Orioles 12-8. The Toronto Honey Badgers, another extra innings win, this time over the Red Sox, 6-5 at the Sky Dome. IMJF Downs D Tigers lost at Minnesota 5-4. And the Oakland A's, an 8-2 defeat at San Francisco yesterday.
Great.
My biggest worry is we don't get to summer vacation soon enough. We're not going to get Austin to rename all the Major League Baseball teams quickly.
I know, we still have so many to get through.
So,
just have to make up for time.
Victor Oladipo had 23 points yesterday, and the Atlanta Hawks lose 97-94 to your Miami Heat. Miami wins the series in 5 games.
Does he play for Miami now?
Oladipo does, yeah.
Oh, great.
Your
That's exciting.
Miami Heat. Back to baseball. A $100,000 fine for the Yankees by baseball commissioner Rob Manfred, using their dugout phone to relay information about opposing team signs during the 2015 season and part of 2016.
Yep. So the team that blew up the Astros for cheated. I would really like for their manager to be fired, or whoever was involved to be suspended, because that's a whole lot of bullshit.
Well, if you think about it, they didn't cheat as badly.
Yeah, at least the Astros were creative about it. I mean, the Yankees just used the phone. Oh, just use your hand. Breaking ball. There was only 2. There was 2 for a breaking ball, 1 for a fastball. But they cheated. They got caught cheating, and they only got
Do you keep that bucket down there just for that bit? How'd you know?
Nope.
I've been waiting since 2017 before the show even was on. I never.
So this predates the Astros cheating, like for reals.
I didn't know when Mike was going to throw a slider, so I just had to be prepared.
It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. I'm so angry. I hate the Yankees. I hate you, Yankees.
Hey, Mike. 27 titles.
What's your point?
Your Pacific Division winning Calgary Flames, a 5-4 win in overtime over Nashville yesterday. That is win number 50 for your Flames.
Nice. That game was more stressful than it needed to be when it didn't really matter.
How did you know? We were at your daughter's birthday party. We didn't get to watch it.
I get alerts for every goal.
Okay, I was like, were you wait, did I miss you having the game on whilst making crepes? Would have been rude.
He just has it like piped into his head.
I have my normal earbuds, but I have tiny ones that you can't see that I wear when I'm being sneaky.
Meanwhile, your Vancouver Canucks, a 5-2 win over your Calgary. Nope, your Seattle Kraken. Sorry, I got distracted because Down said, I don't understand the bucket. And I was like, oh, we should probably explain that. But now you are all taking care of it. So.
Yeah, and there's also an article posted in the Discord that explains pretty well. So.
But hey, Downs, I hope you gave me pity laughter, even though you didn't fully understand what I was doing. Like, ha ha ha, that hefty. Ha. Oh, man. Last thing on the NBA playoffs, we mentioned the Heat won. That's a series win over Atlanta. I saw only a couple of highlights of the Memphis-Minnesota game. And when Ja Morant of the Memphis Grizzlies had a monster dunk, which, by the way, Ian Eagle, the broadcaster, called a jawbreaker. Ja Morant, jawbreaker, pretty good. Minnesota had like a 10-point lead, but Memphis won that game 111-109, so I was a little surprised. So 3-2 Memphis leads that series in the Western Conference. The Phoenix Suns defending Western Conference champions, a 112-97 win against New Orleans for a 3-2 series lead. So there you go. There's your NBA playoff information. Now Maiko can go on with Mike's life because Mike was really worried about it. Although I think Diego was the one asking me about the Heat game, so.
It's Diego, the gaming morning show lizard.
He just takes all of his food out of his bowl. I don't get it.
I don't think Yuki won the NBA playoffs, but I could be wrong.
No, I'm pretty sure he's the NBA champion.
Oh, okay.
Congrats, Yuki.
Yuki wins everything. It's cracked.
Yeah, he's so good.
All right, next hour, we will do Gaming Morning Show, Morning Gaming Renews, a recap of the video game headlines of the day. If you're new to the show, we do that every single show in the 6 o'clock hour on this morning radio show that plays games Monday through Friday, 6 to 9 a.m. Pacific time. We'll also have community games. Now, the left side of your screen was just clamoring for Google Feud because yesterday I believe community games didn't go very well.
It just didn't happen.
Yeah. And so having the absence of Google Feud, I think Mike was texting me throughout the day. It's like, man, my day has been really tough because Google Feud didn't happen.
Google Feud.
I'm not getting any other subtle ideas of what we could possibly play.
Don't let the person floating from the balloons fall in the monster's mouth.
Well, Google Feud next hour. It'll be great. Also, clip of the day, takeaways that were pretty okay. Come on back. It's the Weekend of the Week show Wednesday, April 27th, 2022, on Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, and at gamingmorningshow.tv.
set sail through the night. She'd like to play with the other ones, but she's frightened of the sun. All she wants is a little love and a little bit of blood. Wienerina at midnight digging up bones with her pet snake Ramon. Wienerina, her doghouse looks like a tomb. By the light of the moon she sneaks out. She'd like to fetch a ball and play, but the children see her and they run away. Hear her barking in the night. All she wants is love and a little bite. Wienerina.
You've seen your last shadow, groundhog. This summer, join us for Fairy Godmother, a show where GMS restores an old fairy, this old house style. Meow. Coming up on Gaming Morning Show, community games. Don't let the person floating from the balloons fall in the monster's mouth. And GMS, Morning Gaming Renews. Get ready for your takeaways that were pretty okay. And the clip of the day. Find GMS on Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, and GamingMorningshow.tv. Time for hour number 3. Right now.
Morning. Gamer, welcome in. It's a Gaming Morning Show. Thank you. Wednesday. Happy April 27th day. It's great to see you. 2022. This is the Weekend of the Week edition. That is Sports.Gaming. And look, it's Michael on the left side of your screen. Bear and Diego, the manatees of those two, are also here, which is exciting. I am Hefty Goose. I don't have a manatee, so.
Is it National April 27th Day or is it International April 27th?
It's more regional. April
Intergalactic.
27th Day. Or that. Yeah, it's bigger than that. Yeah.
Yeah, why don't we have any intergalactic days?
Yeah, let's just start making holidays for the whole universe. And as we
Yeah,
discover
what's
aliens,
that?
would be like, deal with it. We made this 20 years ago.
When they show up, you're like, why aren't you wearing plaid today? And they're like, what is plaid? Like, well, let me tell you. Vanessa, do you know what plaid is?
Just Vanessa again. We could lay you down on the couch and really have a talk out.
I don't have a couch.
We're here for you.
None of us have couches in here.
There's a chair.
I mean, what did she do? Was it like prom or something? Or
I honestly, you know what? I honestly don't. If we had to go by that, it would be Janine.
Yeah.
She's the one who has the emotional damage.
I don't know. I'm hearing it deep down. There's a Vanessa in there, Mike.
There is. So that's, and honestly, thinking about it, unless I've like buried it real deep, I've never dated a Vanessa. I don't even know if I've known a Vanessa.
You haven't.
I know Vanessa Angel. She was pretty great. She was in Weird Science, I think. The TV show, not the movie. Weird Science.
You haven't dated a Vanessa yet.
Sure.
Sorry, look, it's my fault. Caleb says Mike Obot really pining for V4N3554 over there.
It's true. Mike Obot really does like whatever you just wrote.
Intergalactic planetary. True story, though. I had a friend. They had an April 27th day, and it was where they just decided to get together and do whatever they wanted on April 27th. It was just a random day that they happened to pick, but they kept that going annually for like 7 years. So, good for them. Dungeon Master KJ is back. No food this time, but Mama is successfully helped.
Nice.
Nice work. But you are right on time if you think about it.
Morning to the Final Hour crew.
The Final Hour crew is here at 8:15 on the West Coast, 11:15 out east, and 4:15 for those watching GMS in the UK. Thank you for being here. We appreciate everyone who's been with us throughout the course of the morning. Dungeon Master KJ, K-Laugh, Quiet I Am Gaming, and Quiet I Am Gaming. Hey, it's Brendan _TTV. Scott Chick 360 is here. I am JF Downs, who likes to read things one letter at a time. Apollo, who's been here throughout the course of the morning. You are beautiful in vertical text as well. Thank you, everybody who's made this edition of Gaming Morning Show possible, even if we did not mention your name. Thank you for being part of the Final Hour crew.
Hello, FHC.
We have games coming up, even though nobody really wants to play them, but we're gonna because, you know, whatever. So. I'm sorry about Google Feud, y'all. I even tried to have Jordy find me a better version of it.
Well, it's because there is none. It's terrible in every iteration.
That is true. Last time we tried to play it, everyone threw, so. All right,
I didn't. It was Chris and me that did.
That's true. That's true. Way, actually, the hosts were right in that particular instance. So good for us.
We 100% roll.
It's National Gummy Day, so Gummy Bear Day. So we're asking you, what is your favorite gummy whatever? I think I said peach rings and those like Sour Patch Kid watermelon things. Those are pretty legit.
Old people.
You're gonna stand by Swedish Fish, though, huh?
No, cinnamon bears.
It's your
Cinnamon
favorite.
bears are the best. Yeah. As a matter of fact, I might have to go DoorDash down. They don't sell them in a lot of places, but they Menards is like the only place that sells them. I might have to go down to it's a 96.
Right down the middle. Couldn't have been a better shot.
The replay was even better. Oh my gosh. This is, again, my fault. I said in the first hour, Mike, I've really noticed that your goal scoring ability has gone up.
To be fair, I've scored 2 goals this game.
That's true. That is true. The mayor of the internet is here. It's good to see you. Thank you for popping in.
Greetings, Final Hour crew Ambassador Chris M.E.
I followed logic. There's no reason so many people should have been Googling the secret life of pets.
More kids have access to the internet than you know.
Actually, surprisingly, that is an animated movie that I have not watched. It's been on in my house, but I've never actually sat down and watched it, which is
It's not terrible.
odd.
I wouldn't. I judge animated movies based on how often my kids want to watch them, and that never comes. I'll be like, "You want to watch this?" I'm like, "No."
Quiet says, I wonder what it would be like. Nope, I wonder what it would take for it to actually be fun enough for us to play. Like, I wouldn't mind taking a crack at developing a version.
Nothing.
All you have to do, Quiet, is find a way to make it include guessing letters.
So you have to guess what it is and then determine if it's better than the last one.
Yeah, we can make Google "Don't let the person floating from the balloons fall in the monster's mouth" feud.
Shiver me timbers.
That's the first goal of this game that Mike hasn't scored.
Yeah, it's true.
K-Lab says a race with Twitch integration, like words on stream or Gartic, where the first person to type the correct answer gets the point. But then you have to worry about the same problem we run into with any integration. It's not cross-platform, and some people's like feed is faster.
Oh my god.
You're welcome. It's my fault. I told you. That's my bad.
I completely missed that.
Although again, like you said, you scored 3 goals. So.
Whiff.
Downs goes, I refresh my secret life of pet search every few seconds.
I believe that though.
Maybe it just like there's a burger flipping robot, Downs has a searching secret life of pets robot. Hey, you have an orange monster friend.
We're goal celebration brothers.
Killing my
It is good to see you, Keith. Thank you for being here on this morning radio show that plays games. We've had a very fun morning this morning, and we still have more fun to come with community games coming up next. I scared them. They're afraid to take the shot. Was that you again?
New rule. Anytime you're on our side of the field, you're just never allowed to drive towards the goal. Always away from it.
It sometimes has magnetic properties that Maiko can't control.
It's such a fun giant hole.
That's the name of my band in high school. It was a Courtney Love tribute band.
That could go in so many different directions. Knowing Courtney Love.
If this game ends, we'll have community games.
Don't wait on just a second.
I can't catch up to it. Nice. No! Man,
No boost.
this friend person's pretty okay.
They're a season 5 tournament winner, so we know what they're doing.
I bet we could win the tournament.
Is it just us playing?
An open net tournament. Yeah. We could play the basketball version. I tried to play that the other day because I had to get the extra playlist mode or something for a challenge. Still like it.
My go-to is hockey when I have to do those.
Yeah, I switched to hockey right afterward. All right, well, thank you, Rocket League. Nice shots, Mike.
Yep.
You still had the most points for our team, though, so.
Yep.
Cracked.
So what happens when you score 4 goals.
This is Kathleen. Any new music from Kathleen, Mike?
Yeah, she had a song called Love Bandit that came out, as well as Magic. Love Bandit was used in the 1100, the 1500, however many hundreds, the 100, I don't know, whatever the WB, CW, whatever channel it is now show is. Forget what it's called. I think it's the 1100. About a bunch of like teenagers that went to like a land. I don't know. Whatever.
Vampire Diaries.
What?
Just naming WB shows. I think I know.
Is WB a thing still?
I think so.
Okay.
Down says the 4400.
Yeah, that one. No, not that one. That one's not. It's. I think it's the 100.
4,
The
4,
100.
0.
Yeah, it's called the 100.
0. No. 1,
Yes.
0, 0.
What?
The first like season and a half was good, and then it fell into the like. This is a weird dramatic love triangle that's just strange, and these people can't act.
Nice.
Yeah.
We are up to 18 whopping balloons on hard strength.
Sick.
Some would even say, like, why do we try? Well, it's because folks in our audience like to guess one letter at a time. Clearly
Trying is half the battle.
over the course of the break. Kapalo says it sounds like Riverdale.
Honestly, it's literally the same show with different settings. Yeah, it's literally the same.
All right, we've had our issues in this game. Don't let the person floating from the balloons fall in the monster's mouth. And it's usually because of things called the category one vowel words. Well, for some reason, the game Don't Let the Person Floating from the Balloons Fall in the Monster's Mouth is now just apparently calling this category one vowel. So either this is not a one vowel word, or if we just guess the one vowel that it's looking for, we win.
Maybe there's just a single vowel. Like, not even multiple instances of it.
But it's got lots of letters. Blanks.
That's why it's tricky.
Oh.
You.
47.
All right, here we go. The first guess was from Dungeon Meowster KJ of you. That was incorrect. Then we had backpacks from Kalaf. Big swing, but
no.
Now we have D from Downs. We're not in good
Why
shape.
are we picking weird, like S? Pick S, please.
We have one damn balloon left. Is that an I
Higher.
or an L?
Higher.
Did you just guess higher?
Yep.
See, we could have played Google Feud. All right, I from Apollo. That was the vowel.
Wow.
Cracked. Ding, ding, ding.
So
Big picks.
I don't think it's
Kiwi version of backpack.
No, I don't think that's
Big pick.
I don't think that's what that is.
R. Oh crap.
We have an ing from Kalaf, but we've had other guesses ahead. I just don't want to click anything in case that was, before. So
Before.
Brendan goes, Mike loves big picks.
What?
Yesterday, we sang Sports.Gaming's daughter, the birthday song from the birthday segment. And we FaceTime audioed Austin and Mike so they could come through with some toot-toots. And so as a reward or thank you for doing that, we sent a picture of Arturo. And Mike said, that's not good enough for me. I need a deck pic, please. So we sent a picture of Sean's big deck to Mike.
You know what they say about a big deck.
Did you use it responsibly?
Yes.
Okay. Only for
3
good.
times.
Okay, that's good. Congratulations.
Old people.
Correct.
All right. They think Quiet has it with lightning. We good with lightning?
Go for it.
Worth a shot.
I'm going to click the L. That hit.
Nice.
I'm going to go with the G. That also hit.
Correct.
So now I will do the H. That also hit.
Yes.
Feeling pretty good about this one so far.
Pick.
T.
Cha-ching.
A hit.
Ka-ching.
I'm going to do the N now.
Can Ryan spell
Cha-ching.
We did it.
Woohoo!
Way to save it.
Cracked.
And I have an important update.
Breaking news?
No,
Okay. Just an important.
because we just talked about it. The Kathleen L. song, Love Bandit, was picked up for CW's 4400.
I knew it was a number. I couldn't
we were
remember
right
what
with
number it
44.
was.
4.
Why do they have so many
Was that
shows
down?
with
4.
numbers? Like, what?
0. 0.
Yeah, it was Downs nailed it.
Good job, Downs.
C.
Proud of you.
W.
I do actually have some breaking news that I just saw.
All right.
Breaking news into Gaming Morning Show. Hot off the press. I'm being told that we go to correspondent Lucas Michael for this one.
Yes, that is correct. I've got my notes here. Yep, and this one says it. According to their Twitter, Valheim just hit their 10 millionth sale on the game Valheim. Congratulations, Valheim. 10 million sales.
1.
Million.
0.
That's a lot of zeros.
0. 0. 0.
3 more.
0. 0. Exclamation point.
So close.
Damn it, Bob.
Bob tried.
Oh my gosh.
Ding, ding, ding.
All right, there you go. Congratulations to Valheim. Valheim, they're still in business?
Obviously, they just sold their 10 millionth.
When are we going to have a Valheim server?
Never.
Good talk.
I think I'm the only person that plays Valheim.
I think so. Did you buy it 10 million times?
I did. That's why we have to dip into the savings for the mortgage this month.
Unlike those 7.7 billion people playing Fortnite.
Hey. Yeesh.
Sean, are you sure you want to go?
I gotta go.
All right. Everyone say
Where you
goodbye to
going?
Sean, and Bear Bear.
Where are you going?
I gotta go take my son to school and go to work. So we'll just bye, Bear Bear.
Why?
Those are the things.
Can I write you a doctor's note?
I wrote myself a doctor's note.
I will.
They saw right
Did you,
through.
did you give it to yourself?
Yeah.
Because I don't think you can. I don't think you can do that.
I don't think that's how it works.
That's against the rules. You got to sign somebody else's name on it. That's how it becomes legally binding. Totally
I'll
not
write-
illegal.
I'll write it and send it to you to sign.
Oh, I can e-sign. I have an iPad somewhere. I'm not really sure where it is. I think it's. This is awkward.
This is the slowest that Sean's ever leaked air. So. Goodbye, Sean. We'll see you on Thursday's Gaming Morning Show. It is now, on this clinically acclaimed program, 8:33 West Coast time. And it is 11:33 for those watching on the East Coast. 4:34 now for those watching GMS in the afternoon. Thank you to everybody who has donated to the Trevor Project fundraiser. We have reached our initial goal of $500. So what that means is next week on Gaming Morning Show, my hat will be worn by Sean. Sean will then rotate through other hats each day. I will not wear a hat. and Mike will not shave his head.
Nonsense.
Now we just need to figure out what it's going to take for us to raise by tomorrow for Chris M.E. to shave Chris's head.
Well, Chris is going to have a bunch of house guests. So, I mean, to be fair, he can just... people could just hold him down and shave his head for, you know...
For like a ransom?
For
like a bounty?
free. Yeah, for $1.
Clinically acclaimed.
Chris M.E. goes $1,500 ? Which would be a lot for us to raise in 24 hours, but it might be possible.
That's $1,000 in 24 hours.
And Dungeon Master KJ says, if we reach 1,000, I will do that. I mean, shave his head. That was my follow-up question for you, KJ.
Shave your head?
KJ for $1,000 will hold Chris down and shave Chris's head.
Brendan said, please nobody hold down Chris. I think he's trying to use reverse psychology. Yeah.
Smart. If you would like to get involved with the Trevor Project, you can at thetrevorproject.org. We will put right now into the chat. You can also scan the QR code that is to the bottom left corner of your screen, as long as Maiko gets out of the way. We learned that from IMJF Downs earlier in the show, that the cameras do not like it because everything is so attracted.
Or they like it too much.
Yeah. But you can go there, click on the Get Involved tab. You can learn how you can volunteer to apply and join in supporting young LGBTQ lives at thetrevorproject.org. You can also partner with the Trevor Project, join our list of amazing partners, and find out careers that are available to you, as the team is always on the lookout for those who share in the passion and talent of the Trevor Project. So there you go. You can find out more. Please click the link to donate to the Trevor Project. Our last day of fundraising will be tomorrow at 9 a.m. Pacific time. That is the deadline. Let's see. I will never shave my head again, said KJ in all caps. Apollo says, that's no fun. Oh, wait, I missed the hair part. Chris and me, he's in support of consent, as you all should be. Yes, consensual licking and consensual hair shaving. Always. Okay. I do support consent. Fine. Mike's keeping an eye on the job apps. Any word?
I was actually, I got a message about the Eagles draft.
Ooh,
from a friend who's like, they should do this. And it's just stupid.
That's tomorrow.
Sure it is.
Yeah. I'll be at a school concert.
Should just start canceling things.
Well, I apparently could cancel and play Fudge Village instead.
You should. And then be like, kids, look, here's the deal. All right? Here's the deal. I love you, but this is more important.
If we had a first round pick, then I'd be a little more intrigued, but we traded it away. So we're all supposed to sit down and watch Russell Wilson highlights tomorrow. That's what Broncos fans are supposed to do.
Oh, that's interesting.
Let's see what Maiko's tracking at this hour.
Well, finally on this news day, made of news. Excuse me, I burped. That was really rude. We're going to bust out the Nerd Alert thing going on here. And we're going to talk about space. That's right.
In space.
According to David Moy from Huffington Post, as eclipses go, this one is pretty spectacular. That's right. NASA has released dramatic video footage of Phobos, one of Mars' 2 moons crossing the face of the sun. You'll notice from the video that you can see in this that Phobos looks more like a potato than the sphere shape typically associated with planets and moons. The footage taken by NASA's Perseverance Mars rover on April the 2nd lasts a whopping 40 seconds, which NASA notes is much shorter than a typical solar eclipse involving Earth's moon. Of course, Phobos is also 157 times smaller than Earth's moon as well. NASA has filmed Martian eclipses before, but experts say it's the highest quality footage yet. I knew it was going to be good, but I didn't expect it to be this amazing. Rachel Housen of Mailin Space System Science Systems in San Diego, one of the team members who operates the camera, said, sadly, the chances of capturing future Phobos eclipse are declining since the moon is getting closer to the Martian surface and is destined to crash into the planet. On the bright side, scientists say that won't happen for at least another 10 million years.
On the bright side.
Back to you.
Are you going to be okay when it finally crashes?
I'm going to go out on a limb and guess I probably will be dead.
Yeah,
I could be wrong.
But, Ulysses S. Grant was 200 years old today, so.
Yeah, that's true.
How do you think Ulysses S. Grant would feel about it?
407 years ago, Ulysses Grant was also dead. I don't know, but the pictures are really neat because you don't usually think of a planetary object as being oblong. Usually you think of it as being like a circle,
Not even Faley's Comet?
Not even Faley's Comet.
We had a lot of great band names in the first hour.
We did. Oh, my chat's been disabled. I have to, for one of the challenges, you have to say something, and I forget what they are, so I just keep hitting all of them. But it says my chat's been disabled. So now how do I do it?
It's probably your settings.
Rocket League?
Help him! Help him! Apollo goes, a potato eclipse sounds like the best apocalypse we could ever hope for. We had, what was it, Fair Food, I want to say, was when we had the potato tornado.
Yeah.
Potato eclipse would be a great name of like a food cart or something.
It's all potato products.
Yeah. Including a potato tornado.
I mean, there's a lot of stuff you can put on a you can make with potatoes. So that'd be really neat, actually.
Do tornadoes happen in space?
That's a good question. Since there's like a lack of oxygen, I'm gonna go with no.
Is there wind in space?
There is wind on. I know there's wind on Mars. I don't think that there is wind. Well, kind of. So there's solar winds, which is like it's a kind of wind, but it's not like, I think it's not how we look at wind. So I'd have to Google it to get a more like official answer. But there are like solar winds and stuff like that, but it's not like the blowing kind. Like
K-Laugh! Apollo says total eclipse of the spud.
Total eclipse of the spud.
Potato eclipse of the heart. Spudnado, a Sharknado story. Imagine a Sharknado, but in space. Space.
That'd be terrifying.
Yes.
I was thinking about I mean, it's not possible because the sharks would just die instantly. But yeah, that would be pretty terrible.
Well, maybe their gills allow them to breathe in space.
Their kills? I mean, they'd have to insta-kill you, basically.
Being told on a good authority from Chris M.E., there's no wind in space. No wind.
Oh my gosh.
In space.
Space. Sharknado. Sounds like an 80s game. Like Sharknado. More than meets the eyes.
Did you say game or gang?
Game. I mean, it could be a gang, too.
Well, there was the Sharks and the Jets.
That's fair.
Brendan goes, I should watch the Sharknado movies. I've never seen one, but I appreciate the chaos.
You've never seen a Sharknado or the movie? Because I'm pretty sure those are all documentaries.
Based on a true story, Sharknado 3.
Bro.
This time, it's shark for real.
What?
Don't shark yourself.
Shart?
Shark yourself. It's like sharding, but with sharks. That sounds extremely
Don't shark
painful.
yourself.
It's like the parasite part of like Alien, where like a baby shark lodges itself into your stomach.
Baby shark. I mean, that does sound pretty terrifying.
You know, we opened up the show talking about the only sound that will separate generations for a lifetime, and that was the dial-up sound, which is a trending like TikTok thing. I think it's hashtag dial-up. But I took my daughter to a softball game last weekend, and they played the Jaws theme as some sort of crowd prompt. I can't remember, maybe a defensive something or whatnot.
Yeah.
And my daughter looks at me and said, they just played Baby Shark. Because at the front end of Baby Shark, it opens up with a da-na, na-na, na-na-na-na, and I'm like, oh my gosh. It'll never be the same. Ever. Apollo calls the movies brilliant. Sharknado.
I have never seen one of them, and will probably remain that way.
I mean, it can't be a worse movie than Ants.
I like how no one sat here and said, you should add that to your watch parties list.
Yeah, I'd say it's fairly okay not to. Based on my cursory research, there is no official. There's like no wind in space as we look at it, but there is solar wind, and the solar wind streams plasma and particles from the sun out into space. Though the wind is constant, its properties aren't. What causes the stream and how does it affect the Earth? It goes into a whole bunch of other nerd talk about like really complicated things I don't want to explain. But yeah, there's a solar wind that reaches speeds of over 1 million miles per hour. In fact, its speed is so great that bow shocks form wherever it's forced to flow around the planets in the solar system. So it's not the wind like we see here on Earth, but it is technically like a force that blows. Honestly, it's a big part of what helps like satellites and the International Space Station move is that. So they concentrate a little less on propulsion and a little more on using the natural elements.
That's good to know. See, we got some information today, chat.
Nerd alert.
Didn't need that controller anyway. 8:48 West Coast time. 11:48 out east. 4:48 for those watching GMS in the UK. Being told that apparently Sharknado is on our watch parties list. In fact, was almost added immediately.
Fantastic Four, B-Movie, Legends of the Hidden Temple, every MCU movie, Hackers, Pride and Prejudice, and Zombies, Frozen 2, Christmas Comes to the Pac-Land.
Wait.
Independence Day, Knives Out, Ants in a Bug's Life, but at the same time, AI, Artificial Intelligence, iRobot, Goldeneye, Weekend at Bernie's, South of Heaven, Down and Dirty, A Love Story.
Isn't Legends of the Hidden Temple like a TV show?
Yeah, but we're supposed to watch all of them.
Oh.
Apparently it's not exclusive to movies.
Great. We can add Small Wonder to the list.
Good Apollo says Sharknado is a true cinematic experience. Kasoko says that sounds like it can totally blow, to be honest, your solar winds.
True.
Quiet M Gaming says it was made into a movie as well.
Of course it was. Why not, right?
Wait. Small
They can make
Wonder
Battleship a movie.
Small Wonder or
Legends of the Hidden.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Really?
The Hidden Temple movie.
You learn something new every day.
It starred such great talents as Kirk Fogg and Isabella Merkid and Colin Critchley. was a TV movie in 2016.
I love Kirk Fogg.
Kirk Fogg. What's your favorite Kirk Fogg movie?
The Fogginator is what they call Kirk Fogg and the circles of actors.
Baby Fogg, do 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 do, baby Fogg, do 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 do, baby Fogg, do 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 do.
My favorite gummy is Gummy Fox.
What?
From Haribo. Haribo.
Haribo.
Right,
Haribo.
let's get into the end of the show.
Haribo.
It's time for the Gaming Morning Show, Morning Gaming Renews, a recap of the video game headlines of the day. If you missed them, we gave them to you first in the 6 o'clock hour. You can find them on our Twitter at WatchGMS, and then get ready for your takeaways that were pretty okay, chat. You can start putting them in if you would like. What is something you learned from this edition of Gaming Morning Show? Clip of the day, and then we'll send you somewhere if you're watching on Twitch coming up in just a bit. With your news, here's Vice video game expert. Look, it's Michael.
What is up, everybody? Let's talk video games for a minute here. Let's talk to Ryan Dinsdale from IGN and see what he has to say. Hey, Ryan, what do you got? Oh, well, PlayStation has created a game preservation team. What? That's crazy. PlayStation has created a new team focusing on game preservation. Revealed by a new employee's Twitter and LinkedIn, the division will focus on preserving PlayStation IPs to ensure our industry's history isn't forgotten. Garrett Frehley said his new role of senior build engineer is one of PlayStation's initial hires for the newly created preservation team. With Frehley being an internal hire, the preservation team still appears to be in its early stages, but will focus on ensuring the longevity of PlayStation games that date back as far as 1994 when the original console was released. Basically, with the way gaming is moving forward, especially with it being all online, they're pushing towards making some sort of preservation team that can help keep all of the games available for folks to play through generations, which is phenomenal because there's lots of older games, like most NES games you can't play on a normal TV unless you have a certain set of skills to make it work, which is very particular. So it's kind of neat. Next, from Marcus Stewart. Marcus, don't call me Martha Stewart, says from Game Informer, it says Sega's delisting classic Sonic games from digital stores ahead of Sonic's Origin launch and are favoring capitalism. Sonic the Hedgehog 1, 2, 3, and Knuckles and CD will be removed from online stores on May 20th, a little over a month before the June 30th launch of Sonic Origins. There will be two exceptions. The Sega Ages version of Sonic 1 and 2 for Switch will remain playable. The same immunity applies to The same immunity applies to Sonic 2 on the Sega Genesis library for the Switch online expansion pack. They have not cited a reason for this move, capitalism, but the publisher evidently wants to steer players towards Origins if they want their classic Sony Sonic fix. Rockstar made a similar move when it deleted the PC versions of Grand Theft Auto that appeared in last year's ill-fated Grand Theft Auto The Trilogy Definitive Edition. Once again, the capitalism bundle will be out soon. Last but not least, by Michael McWhirter from Polygon. He tells us, guess what? Fortnite is going to hit 7.7 billion players. Literally every single person on Earth is playing Fortnite?
Multiple times. Downs had said maybe they registered like multiple accounts, so they have one on PC.
Yeah, that's got to be it, because I know my kids aren't playing Fortnite. So, however, it's probably because Blanca is now wearing a suit. That's right. Blanca and Sakura are their latest Street Fighter characters coming to Fortnite, which will reach 7.7 billion concurrent players on Thursday, mostly because Blanca is showing up wearing a suit. That's right, Blanca from Street Fighter 2 wears men's business suits now. I suggest you get used to it. The latest Street Fighter characters to join Fortnite will arrive on April 28th at 8 p.m. In the game's item shop. For Blanca, that means Brazilian Fighter's original shorts and shackles, but he also has this really rad-looking suit. So Sakura, who first appeared in Street Fighter Alpha 2, gets her original school outfit. An alternative gym style inspired by Street Fighter 4 will also be there. It also comes with a new claw machine inspired back bling. a fighting tournament trophy pickaxe, and the Kayara Buddha glider. I don't know what that means. I mean, I know what it means, but modeled after a ceramic incense burner used to ward off mosquitoes. So, Downs, sorry, buddy. You're going to have to play a bunch more Fortnite and spend more money, unfortunately. You guys like video games? Well, I do. A couple of them came out today. First, we have Abyss Memory, Fallen Angel, and The Paths of Magic available on the Switch. Romans Age of Caesar on the PC. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe available on all the things. Ultra Age available on your PC. Vampire: The Masquerade Blood Hunt available on your PC and PS5. And in our most prestigious, exciting, famous, infamous morning thing within a game and the boxes and the names, the name of the morning goes to the Sorrow Virus. Sorrow Virus, a faceless short story available on your Switch.
Hashtag GMS, name of the morning.
The Virus. Did you hear how NCS released Shubibinamin 2? I think I added at least 5 to the mispronunciation count. Yeah. Look, it's Mike O. Can save you money on Dr. Squatch soap. Go to drsquatch.com and you can use Mike's promo code. You can also smell just like Mike. You know what I want to do now? I want to make Like Mike parody, but with you and Dr. Squatch soap. Smell like Mike. If I could smell like Mike.
I want to smell like Mike.
Might get you on the stream team. It'd be worth it. All right. Today's Billy Thundergun Award winner. I have 2. I want to give space to Mike, though. Do you have somebody that you thought was deserving of our Billy Thundergun Award today?
I don't. Maybe Apollo. Kind of get some honorable mention, I think.
Apollo gets it for sure. Had a strong... You know when one of the ambassadors of the Final Hour crew is even noticing how strong your show has been. You're on there. Brendan shouted out at Apollo, so...
Billy Thundergun, Teammate of the Match Award.
The other one goes to single letter typing in chat, because that was cracked. You were amazing. Well done. The technique was worth it. So, to Apollo and single letter chat entries, you're the best. Happy Billy Thundergun. It's time for the clip of the day. The clip of the day. Hey, look! It's the clip of the day.
And you need the move from the second level to beat the first level, so you have to do them together in some way, and so yeah. Well, it's pretty good.
Banjo is worthless. This we know. Kazooie is the one who does all the work. The other person who is important is Bear Bear. Open the window. Let out your twerk.
His what?
Work rhymes with twerk. So if you look closely when the curtain opens here, Bear Bear is given a little bit of a butt pump.
Sorry?
I think that might be the worst way to describe a twerk in the history of ever.
Yeah, no, that's real
Can we
bad.
just delete that phrase from the rest of life? I never want to say that or hear that again.
Wow.
The whole butt pump.
Butt pump.
The kids these days out there running around doing their butt pumping.
Now that makes it sound really bad.
Sure does.
That's like next level. Oh god.
Yeah, we could just delete this VOD. What is something you learned from today's show? And then we're going to go over and say hi to Joy. Hope to lift the corners of your lips, grab your blanket for relaxing games, spilled coffee, and a lot of cat snuggles. Joy Eileen is playing Stardew Valley, if you'd be so kind as to say good morning from GMS. Michael, what is something you learned from today's show?
I learned the worst way to say twerking. Butt pump.
Yeah. If you haven't already, please go to our YouTube page, subscribe, of course, but go to the Banjo-Kazooie GMS Plays playlist. 4 episodes are out now. We'll start showing the trailers off when we are on Gaming Morning Show, because Sean has been working hard on that series. Thank you to everybody who has taken the time to watch so far and comment and give the thumbs up as well. Takeaway from KJ is the letter I. Yes, Quiet saved the game today. So
Quiet saved. He shoots, he scores.
also, Quiet, good luck on your whole interview thing. Everyone in the job searching world, of course, the person to our left as well. Wishing you the best of luck, and we will try to support you as much as we possibly can. There you go. That's our show for today. We'll be back tomorrow, as we are Monday through Friday, 6 to 9 a.m. Pacific time on Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, Spaces, and at gamingmorningshow.tv. Again, please say good morning from GMS. My takeaway that was pretty okay is I can't say it. So I'll go with Swedish fish are still garbage. So
terrible.
But all right, we'll see you later. Mike, love you, buddy. For Austin, for Sean, and for Mike, I'm Hefty Goof. Have a great weekend of the week.
Took a chance in a trance, painted red, where's the romance? Took a chance, one glance, painted blue, ended on a rain dance. Now a bit stronger, not alone with the monster. Yeah, I gotta say I want this summer. Can't find this anywhere, constant calm inside, yeah. Waves above stand light, yeah. Feeling calm inside, yeah. Won't find this anywhere. Constant calm inside, yeah. Waves above stand light.